to take over the North and never give it back.
It's the pop-up show.
It's a pop-up show.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop. Show.
It's the pop-up show.
Something's happening, something going on.
TTNL back live to get it on.
7 months a month, don't need a coupon.
We worldwide, the flags waving strong.
Surprising your patient with breaking news.
Bring a whole lot of truth, no pay-per-views.
Could be cause Shane or DDB.
Just another branch on this family tree.
The tape never lies like a boy JC.
No narratives allow how we rock the beat.
Breaking news on time, now we ain't no bullets.
Jealous networks make us out to be villains.
Unbreakable truths like a man Bruce Willis.
We stand tall in the city like the Willis.
Tower, over the competition we devour.
Grants every time like the slide on Bears Hour.
I'm fall asleep when the apple is bit. We're taking out the frauds who here to Great Britain. You can't run that eye for the who are you shin. Patrons of the truth, this network spin.
Old man reporting live from the dungeons. We keep it real, tears from chopping onions. Bears Nation on the rise, be on the coverage. Hot off the press, hot fresh out the oven. It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
The pop-up.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
What?
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
TTNL.
Big night here. TTNL pop-up show. Really, is it a pop-up show? It's a mock show. It's not your daddy's mock draft show. We have reached out to all our patrons all over to get them ready for what should be an exciting night. It's already exciting. We got internet issues. Angelo ordering 48 wings. We got people that are drafted 28 that are already in the chat. If you aren't in the top 10, sign out. Make room for the people that are in the top 10. Yes, we got it all going on right now here at TTNL. My partner in crime, where is he? The smartest man? Oh, he's having internet issues. That's what's going on. It's been one of those nights here at TTNL. Draft time. Right now, I got Ivan Vargas working the phone. I got the super producer, Ivan Vargas. There he is.
What's up?
Ivan, the phones have been working, right?
Oh, it's working. I'm actually getting text messages from a few people right now. A few people that answered back, so I appreciate you guys that answered back. But yeah, fun night, man. I'm excited. The week is finally here.
This is the week. It's Christmas for grown man Christmas here at TTNL. And we have kicked off all our draft coverage starting Saturday, where we broke down many players with the great Matt Waldman. And I and my dad broke down several receivers and running backs. And then yesterday we broke down with big former Chicago Bear Steve Edwards jumped on, and we were breaking down offensive line tape for 2 hours. And if you love the game of football, you're going to want to do yourself a service and sign up for TTNL patronage. All week long, we're going to be live, though, on our YouTube channel right here, locked in. The best draft coverage when it comes to the Chicago Bears. All the other people are copycat. They're imitating. Maybe they got sunshine, Skoronski, and rainbows going. I don't know. I don't know what our patrons are going to do tonight. But I do know that we got a lot of things to get to tonight. Now, what is going to happen? What we've done is reached out to our patrons and asked them to become the GM of every team. It's not going to be me, Ivan, Caden, or Shane. We have covered all of our bases except Shane's internet. That, I don't know what happened there. Angelo's wings attacked it. Survey says, yes. Shane's internet, no go. But our GMs are ready to go, and that's what we're going to do. We have called upon them. They are going to play the role. There's not going to be any games played. They're gonna think. Obviously, every one of these guys is a TTNL family member, big fan of our network, and understands the importance of being truthful. And that's all we're asking them to do. Be that team. Even the fucking Packers. You got to pick right. Aaron's gone. Breaking news for 28 days. Or was it 48? Finally, Aaron's gone. Ivan, real quick, before we start. I'm of the belief that I wanted to keep him in there so we could beat him, right?
I would love to. I would have loved it. But since he's gone, like, just like the Bears, I'm looking to better things. Like, let's just move past that horrible.
I don't like the celebration
parades. Go ahead.
I don't like the celebration parades that Aaron's gone. Yeah.
I
wanted to beat his ass in there. I'm still hot over that. I own you. That's just me. But
I mean, you're a competitor, so obviously, I mean, you'd want somebody that say, "Hey, go fuck yourself." You don't own me, motherfucker. Exactly. Like that's what you want. But like I said, right now, man, I'm just saying the Bears are about to draft. It's a good. It's the Bears are better off than the Packers right now, and I'm a little happy about it. A lot happy about it.
We would be remiss if we didn't mention that tonight live on the show. I got a couple other things, and then we're going to start the clock up here with our first GM, Jacob. Jacob is going to be the general manager of the Carolina Panthers. There is a rule, however. There's no trades. There's no trades in this draft, but we're going to honor the Jets and the Packers trades and all that, and we're going to let that flip-flop. Okay, so let those GMs know now they flip-flopped because obviously we can't make trades between GMs like the Seahawks and the Lions, but we can honor where the draft is right now. So we are live here at TTNL, the patron mock draft. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm just asking everybody, obviously, if you know this network, which many of you do, and some of you that haven't subscribed or watch the show and see what we do here, you recognize what it is. TTNL is family. We lost one of our family, our patron, Keith Henderson. And in honor of him and his beautiful wife and their family, who have all shown so much love to TTNL throughout these years, we are going to continue to honor him all draft week long in the off season. Right there at the bottom, and all on our show, Keith Henderson, and send some positive energy to Shaniqua Henderson as the family deals with their loss. So tonight, whether you pour something out, you say a prayer, you do a meditation, you send some energy towards them, that'll be great. That being said, tomorrow night, it'll be fight night, me versus Shane. And we'll get into that all week long. Eric Kramer's mock draft, Carr's mock draft on Thursday afternoon. And then we will cover the draft live here like nobody else does when it comes to the Chicago Bears. Film breakdown, special guests, and all of the reaction to what the Ryan Poles first draft is going to be. Now, Ivan, I know you have a lot of scheduling and stuff, but I'm going to keep you in as host with me as Shane sits it out. So disregard Wazram down there because that's Ivan, the super producer. And we're going to kick it off. Are you ready, Ivan?
I'm ready.
To get this started.
I'm ready to go. I hope our guests are ready.
Everybody on your defense better. Because they're going to see a great football player, and now you're going to have to play like him, or he's going to tell you, shit in your hat and get the hell off the field.
Will it be Will Anderson at 1, like my dad said? Let's go to the clock. Is the GM ready? Is his thumb up? We hear the phone is ringing. The GM, here he is.
It will not be Will Anderson, I can tell you that much, unfortunately for your dad.
No, you're not. You're already letting us know. GM.
Well, the pick is in, and it has been in for, I think, about 2 weeks. The pick is Bryce Young, quarterback out of Alabama.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Get it up there. The pick is in.
I don't think it's close. I'm with you. I don't think he's the number one quarterback, and that's everybody else. I think the Panthers came up for a guy that has upside, not Jared Goff with wheels, so they're not going to take Stroud or anybody else.
I love the pick. Right out the gate, Carolina setting the tone of their future. A lot of people, obviously, the new era of Carolina trading up with the Bears.
I got to stop you real quick. Bullitts, I got to drop you out. We need somebody's coming in. You're picking like 18. Sorry, bud. Sorry.
Anybody that's not in the top 10, you're going to have to bounce out and come back in as our GMs leave. Right now, we're with Jacob. What's your last name, Jacob?
Semba.
Yep. Where are you from, Jacob?
Suburbs outside of Chicago. About half hour away.
Yeah, and I like this pick, Jacob. And obviously, I think you know how I feel about Bryce. Everybody that follows me should know. I believe he's the number one quarterback in this. I had a higher grade on him. Hold your breath than Justin Fields. And we'll see where his trajectory goes as he builds his career here. But the reality is you are looking at a tremendous, poised athlete at quarterback. And that's what you're picking there for Carolina. And I appreciate that you kicked it off the right way.
Got to make the right pick.
Off the right way.
QB1.
Were you in any kind of flux between Stroud or any of the other quarterbacks?
No, because again, I think that's been the pick since they traded up. I think even before all the stuff came out about Stroud's cognitive test or whatever it was and how Bryce Young did so well and Stroud tanked it. I just think you have the upside, the playmaking ability, out of pocket, out of structure with Young that you don't really get with CJ Stroud, only in the Georgia game. To me, like I said, I don't think it's particularly close. I think if you trade up all the way to get Stroud, he has a nice floor, but I don't think he's got the upside that a number one pick should have. And I think you got that for sure with Bryce Young, who also has a very high floor as well, which I think doesn't really get talked about enough.
I appreciate you, man, jumping on and joining the show with us here.
Oh, yeah.
And taking it seriously. That's what we do here. You started it off. I think that I have believed since jump that this was going to be the pick. Obviously, Shane wrong with you. Maybe he'll be right tomorrow.
I got $5 on it, so we'll see what actually happens.
Well, thanks for jumping in tonight and being the first GM here. How long have you been with TTNL Patron? How long?
I checked the DMs. I think it was October of 2020.
Look at that.
On, so approaching 3 years.
Thank you for your support, man.
Yeah,
Are you going to join us next year for the party in Chicago?
I'll be wherever. Yeah, I'll be. Actually, Shane's not here. I'll be in Syracuse. I'll have to fly back. Going there for grad school.
Oh, you're going to? Are you going to school there?
Yeah. I'll be there.
So we got to set you up with Shane.
Yeah, I'll probably see him at the games.
Happen. Oh no, we're gonna make that happen, bro.
Definitely.
How tall are you?
How tall? Taller than Bryce Young, 5'11" and a half. Working to 190 though, not there yet.
Well, thanks for joining us, and a great job tonight. Just how we want it, live and direct. That was our guy Jacob taking the role as GM of the Carolina Panthers. Shane continues to work on his internet. Do we have the GM of the next team or no?
Let me yeah, we do. I believe Muhammad.
Muhammad is here. Muhammad, there you are.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Muhammad?
How you doing, Muhammad?
Good. Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you, man. I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm going to turn down the background music. Maybe that's doing it.
Can you hear me?
Or can you? It sounds robotic a little bit, Ivan. Right?
Yeah, it sounds like real staticky. Like you're getting a little bit of feedback. You're definitely getting feedback.
Try it without your
You
headset.
guys hear me better?
Go ahead, talk a little bit.
Is it better?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
That
better.
sounds a lot better. How you
Okay.
doing, Mohammed?
Good, man. How you guys been?
We're doing good. It's a crazy night trying to organize 30 something people to do a mock draft live here at TTNL, and you have taken over the GM. And I'm gonna just tell everybody in the chat and anyone who's a GM coming up, you wanna, when you type in your name, just put the name of the team next to it. You just put your first name at first, and then the name of the team you're drafting. It'll make it a lot easier for us, our producers, to get you ready, and for me to see who's on the board. So, Mohammed, you are the GM of what team?
The Texans.
That's right, the Houston Texans, the massage therapists of the world. I mean, no, the Houston Texans. Now, there's a lot of rumors in the world on what the Texans are going to do. And are you struggling with this pick?
If you guys are actually doing trades, since I know their coach is a defensive coach,
Yep.
I would trade it back and got like Will Henderson, fourth or something.
Yeah, you look for a trade here if you for a defensive player trying to trade back with a QB team. But even though you believe in Davis Mills.
No, I actually kind of was thinking about what if they're the ones putting the smoke out on Stroud, and if Stroud falls to 4, they get him at 4.
That could be the case. You know, it's not unheard of. Shane and I have been going back on drafts in the past and looking at some of these picks and maneuvers and where these guys are picked, and you're just like, oh my God. So there is no science to it, but you've made up your mind. And where are you from? I'm sorry, before we break down the pick.
I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
The Buckeye State.
Buckeye, taking a Buckeye.
Home of none other than Justin Fields. Not his personal home, Blog Boys. I know that. Come on. He didn't live there.
I'm actually from Toronto. I'm Canadian.
Are you? Oh, the Canadians are invading this show tonight. There should be a couple more Canadians on here. I love Canada. Anyway, you're ready to pick? I'm going to play the thing. You got your mind? So with the second pick of the Patron 2023 NFL mock draft, live mock draft, Mohammed, for the Houston Texans, who do you select?
CJ Stroud, the Ohio State University.
There he is. CJ Stroud, 2 quarterbacks off the board. Many people are all over the map. I hate the fact that this kid is getting torn down now. All of a sudden, he was talked about as the number 1. Oh, Phil.
It's messed up, but at the same time, if he does fall, I think Houston is like a shit show.
Oh,
I would actually like to see him go to a better franchise.
So you're from Columbus. So do you go to the games?
I've actually never been to a game. I just like watching it on TV. I don't like going to games.
Okay, I respect that, man. But you got to go to Ohio State, see the I get dotted, and experience that one time.
I actually want to go to a Bears game. I'm trying to go to a Bears game.
Well, if you're going, we got to get you out with us when we go.
I'll make sure.
So when we announce what game we're going to next year, Mohammed, I'm going to make sure that I could pull some strings to get you a ticket with us. All right?
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on with us and enjoying. How long have you been a patron?
I would say about a year and a half now.
Nice.
I got used to it recently. My card, I DM Shane a lot. Shane is my go-to.
You're Shane's.
Yeah,
I wonder
Shane's
why
my
Shane
go-to.
didn't.
Any football questions, anything, Shane got me. You don't respond to your DMs, Phil. What's going on?
What DM are you? What DM are you?
You go on your IG. Mine is born ready. That's Muhammad.
I
never respond.
I respond to all my DMs. That's a shame.
Man,
Send me one tonight. Maybe something's wrong with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's I could.
Now,
I don't know.
Muhammad, you're picking later on in the draft too.
You're going to be coming back with us, so we'll talk some more then.
So you
you.
know, to me, actually, you might as well just stay in the green room because I think we could rotate throughout because it only allows.
Keep them in the background.
So we'll keep you in the back and then we'll bring you on for 12.
Let me try to say your name, Muhammad El-Mai.
No, Elmi. You got it last time. You remember the sarcasm?
Yes.
But I was being sarcastic.
Elmi. All right. Elmi will be back in a little bit with the Texans. I appreciate you, man. If you're just tuning in, we're live doing a patron mock draft. I have no idea where my wife is to handle my dog that's barking. Shane's internet. Guests flying in and out. Not following direction. So who's our next GM?
So picking third.
Yes.
I have the list here.
Thank you, Caden. Take control of all
It
that.
is Caden. Oh, I thought he had him out. Angel Bernard.
Oh, Angel Bernard. And he's in the room. Angel Bernard, there he is.
What's up, buddy?
Shane put money that you'd mess this whole fucking thing up, but you didn't.
He ain't got no confidence in me, does he?
He doesn't. Look who's messed up tonight. Not you. It's his internet.
Yep.
How you doing, Angel?
All right.
You are the GM of the Arizona Cardinals, formerly the Chicago Cardinals by way of St. Louis. How are you feeling about how the draft has fallen? 2 QBs off the board. Here you are sitting pretty at number 3.
Well, I am going to pick the best defensive player in this draft.
Are you ready to pick?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I want to play. The pick is in. Your pick is in, correct? Ivan's got it in. Caden, is the pick in? Thumbs up. Caden? Yes, you got a graphic ready, right?
Oh, I think
Yes. The pick is in. Angel Bernard with the 3rd pick for the Arizona Cardinals. Angel Bernard, the GM in the 2023 TTNL Patron Mock Draft. Who do the Cardinals select?
Will Anderson.
There he is from Alabama. My number 1 player, bar none, in this draft right there. Is going to Arizona, and he is going to be a force. Obviously, the Cardinals lost J.J. Watt. They re-signed Zach Allen, but listen, this guy's on another level when it comes, and I know our TTNL fans know how Coach Atoshin felt about him. He was like,
everybody on your defense better. Because they're going to see a great football player, and now you're going to have to play like him, or he's going to tell you, shit in your hat and get the hell off the field.
It never gets old for us here. As he was fired up, Angel, you take a defensive pillar piece here. I always talk about the Holy Trinity. You've seen it happen with our fans. Quarterback, pass rusher, offensive tackle. That's the way. There he is.
It's not gonna last. I'm fighting with him right now.
Angel Bernard made it and Shane didn't. That's the story.
How good is that?
Angel did a great job taking Will Anderson at number 3. solidifying a weakness there with what's the kid from Missouri there in Arizona, the defensive end, Ivan? Is it Smith? Is it
Macy
Darius?
Smith? Oh, no. Is it Macy Smith?
No.
What are you talking about?
Caden, you have it? You had the name?
You're mute, Caden.
You're muted.
Zach. I'm pretty sure it's Zach Smith.
Zach Smith?
Oh, no. Zach Allen and then the other kid. What was the kid from Missouri? Anyway, he was coming off like 7 sacks last year. J.J. Watt retiring. Now you need a pad. It makes perfect sense here. This is how I believe the draft should go. How it decides to go, we'll never know until Thursday night. But Angel, you've been with us. You've been a patron for a while now, and a big supporter of us. You came back to us after a mini bye, right?
Mini bye.
And I'm so glad to have you with us tonight, being the GM of the Cardinals. Can you hear me? I appreciate you, man. I really do.
I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Were you struggling at all, or this was an easy layup pick for you?
No, it was an easy pick. I mean, you got to go with the best defensive player available, and this is a perfect spot to be there, so that's what I'm grabbing.
Well, great pick. I appreciate you as a patron and a friend. You're always supporting what we do here, making your first appearance here on TTNL. I appreciate you. You got anything you want to tell Shane?
Well, I hope to see Shane this year at the game.
The TTNL party and tailgate?
Yep.
Shane, I'll let him know. I will.
Phil, you're freezing up on me. I don't know if he's freezing up on you too, Angel.
No.
He's off.
No.
You're freezing.
Phil's Phil froze up as well.
It's very odd tonight.
I'm not freezing anywhere. Like you're.
No.
Me and I see Angel moving fine and me moving fine. I blame Shane's internet.
Me moving fine and you moving robotic.
Am I moving robotic to you, Angel?
No, I'm waiting for Shane to send me a text. If I can help him out to get back on.
All right. You're an IT guy.
Yeah.
Maybe fix his internet, hopefully. Well, I appreciate you coming on and selecting for the Cardinals. I really do. Have a great night. We'll be live all week. God bless you.
Thank you.
Angel Bernard. I'm going to grab this dog real quick. So tired of this barking. All right. I'm going to give the mic to you for 5 minutes. Go over some rules with
Sounds good.
This guy. Put the team name in your.
So anyway,
right. This is the draft results at the moment. I've been keeping track, kind of, so people can kind of look at what's been picked here.
All right, so number 1, Bryce Young going to the Carolina Panthers. That was picked by Jacob Zimba. Yep. Number 2, CJ Stroud, picked by Muhammad Elmi. And number 3 was picked by Angel Bernard. Will Anderson going to the Cardinals at number 3. We got Lucas coming up in a minute. But then after that, it's actually like I don't know what might fall here. Is he going to go what? What do you think? Without telling his
Carter. I think the Colts could go quarterback. We don't know.
The Colts are on the clock.
The Colts taking, Phil?
This is going to be right here. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to ask the Colts GM. Let's bring him in, Lucas.
Hello. Hey.
Has the draft fallen the way you thought it would?
You're goddamn right it has. I'm like got goosebumps right now because the guy that I want that I think is severely underrated in this draft, and I'll admit I'm a little biased because I've been digging through Matt Waldman's rookie scouting portfolio, and he's pretty high on this guy too. So I'm pretty excited. It kind of fell about the way I thought it would.
So here you are looking at the draft right now. There's been a lot of rumors, Ivan, that the Arizona Cardinals or the Houston Texans might pass over Will Anderson and take a shot at Tyree Wilson. I think that would be a giant mistake. I've seen it many times before, and I'm old enough to remember last year when Jacksonville took Walker over Hutchinson. Just be a reminder to those people in Tech Houston. But again, a lot of these shoe salesmen that are GMs, and I get fans saying, well, they do it for a living, and I've reminded people a lot of times, not what you know, it's who you know. And some of these guys get in these positions, and it's sad that Bears fans forget so easily how many decisions that Ted Phillips has been involved in hiring and how many fucking mistakes of tragedy it's caused in my life, as well as everybody's. He's finally gone, kicked upstairs, but you, in the brother state of Indianapolis, in Indiana, you got your guy, you're ready to pick?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's bring the TTNL pick here at number 4. Our guy, Lucas, the GM of the Colts, with the number 4 pick in the 2023 TTNL Patron mock draft. The Colts select. Go ahead.
Quarterback Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
There he is. Anthony, 3 quarterbacks. Caden and Ivan, right out the gate. Anthony Richardson. This guy has a lot of ceiling.
Through
He
the roof.
reminds me a lot of Justin Fields in regards to his athleticism, his body type, his ability to run the football.
I think he's like 15 pounds heavier too.
Yeah, this kid makes some exciting plays. Everybody's all over the place on this football player. The Colts, though, I think this could be how they go here.
I agree.
We'll get up there. This could be how it falls. What are your thoughts? Why him?
So I think above all else, I think he has a high probability to be scheme transcendent with how he seems to be able to learn pretty darn quickly, comparatively speaking, to all the other quarterback prospects in the draft. He has explosive home run threat speed, and I think he has a good enough arm to make all the required NFL throws. And I think he's not he's been described as a raw talent, and he's raw in the sense of the number of games he started. But other than that, I think he's going to be a pretty damn good football player for a long time to come in the NFL. So,
well, how do you?
Yeah, your thoughts.
How do you? Yeah, sorry. How do you? How would you go about, if you're the GM, if you're working for the Colts? How would you go about bringing him up? Does he sit for a number of years? What do you do? Do you kind of go trial by fire? How are you feeling about the treatment of Anthony Richardson?
So I think it depends on how he lines up with the other quarterbacks that you have on your roster. I'm of the belief that you pick whichever quarterback gives you the best chance of winning and being successful. Whether if that's your rookie, great. If that's seasoned veteran, fine. But I think that's the way you should go about it. And I think that'll give him the most success.
Now, where are you originally from? Where are you from?
So I'm originally from a small town called Braidwood. It's in the Joliet area.
Okay.
We got
So
a
you're
dangerous
from Illinois.
power plant there. Yeah.
You're from Illinois.
Yep.
How long have you been a patron?
About 2 years now.
Nice. I appreciate your patronage, man. Do I ignore your DMs as well?
No, I'm actually I'm too much of a wuss for Twitter. That plays.
I'm not on Twitter either,
or Instagram or any. I kind of got away from most forms of social media, because a lot of them are just toxic cesspools anyway. So.
Oh yeah. I was becoming a toxic person because of Twitter.
Yeah.
And that's my true story. I always face the truth here. But I appreciate you, Lucas. And I really like how you had. So I want people to take notes of Lucas. Like, come in as I know you wear your Bears underwear right now. But
I won't show you.
When you're playing this game, wear your, the GM. I know Alex H is the GM of the Lions. Unfortunately, he's got to get some Lion pride for 5 minutes, and then you could let it go. Like, take it on, and you did that. You had the right answer to where this is, and I totally could see the Colts taking this guy. This guy has been a high riser all off season. I personally don't have him as highly ranked as Matt Waldman does, and he's at the lower end of my top 50. But again, this is a point. Like, there's a lot of shoe salesmen in the NFL draft circles as well that are going to flip-flop their picks, Matt Miller. I mean, and do these certain things to set their stage. I will never wait. Daniel Jeremiah and this guy's talking about him. Let me move him up a little bit. Yeah. No, he's not in my top 50 players in this draft. But again, the ceiling is so high. The athleticism there. He's a very erratic passer, and hopefully he gets that in, but there's no questioning the game-breaking ability that he can become.
Yeah. You got to take the chance, in my opinion.
The Colts do. They haven't had a young guy. Now it's Will Levis or him at this point in this mock draft. So, so there you go. Will Levis, they're talking about him going number 2.
Jesus
when I was
Christ.
driving home from work, the Aaron Rodgers news came right when they were talking about him going number 2. I'm like, what is going on in this world? What is going on? Anyway, great job, Lucas. Don't be afraid to reach out to me on Facebook, where it's friendlier, and DM me there, or on the Patron app. And I appreciate your support. Were you nervous tonight?
Yeah. It's because I just wanted to just do a good job and get a good guy and be able to back it up somewhat, because, through work and everything, it's been trying to figure out where the Colts are at, what their roster looks like, because I'm not a Colts fan. So anyways.
Well, hopefully we get you out to the TTNL tailgate and TTNL party next year as we promote it. This is going to be a bigger one than we've ever done. So I would love to shake your hand. I appreciate you coming on and having some fun with us tonight on the Patron live mock draft here at TTNL, where just like it happens, Ivan, nothing goes like it's supposed to. Shane's internet, people coming in late, early, craziness, chaos, all of that. But you withstood it, and I appreciate you, Mr. Lucas. What's your last name, Lucas?
Vandermeid.
I see you. See, this is the stuff like Keith Henderson. God rest his soul.
I can put my full name in there. Sorry.
All of a sudden, I knew Keith by his AVI and his nickname in the chat, but now we know him as Keith Henderson for the rest. But now I know you from the chat. You're always in there, so appreciate your support, man. I love you for that, and your patronage means a lot to my family and everybody here at TTNL. So thank you for jumping in with us tonight. Have a great night, and stay in touch in there, and keep commenting in the chat. You could be what was the GM? Was it Tobin when he called out Kuiper for questioning them passing on Dilfer? You could be the GM talking smack to the other GMs. All right.
I saw someone already talking shit about my picks. So that's how I know I did it right. So.
There he was, Lucas, the GM of the Colts here on TTNL's night, our first weeknight. We've been going all weekend with our draft coverage here at TTNL, and we keep it 100 no matter what we're doing. So far in our draft, it has gone in a manner with which I believe I would mock it going on Thursday night. This is how I would go. So the patrons certainly are doing it in a manner with which I believe it possibly will throw down come Thursday night when we cover the draft live. Listen, I'm excited. Let's bring out who is picking next. So far, actually, 3 quarterbacks off the board. Bryce Young went number 1. CJ Stroud, number 2. Then my guy, Will Anderson, the best player in the draft. Fuck you, blog boys. Went number 3 to Arizona. Now, Mr. Richardson goes to the Colts at number 4. And that brings us to who is picking next? The number 5 Seattle Seahawks. There he is.
Hey, what's up? What's up, man?
How you doing? What does DHK stand for?
Well, I'm half Albanian, half Italian.
Half Albanian, so DHK.
So I have to apologize to everybody about my broken English, first of all.
First of
and
all.
then DHK stands for Demetrios Christos.
Demetrios Christos.
Yes.
You never have to apologize for that shit. Or your accent, right?
Give me some fucking names. Give this
guy his names right there. DHK. Demetrius, and I won't even try to say your last name.
It's fine by me. It's fine by me.
Everybody that's tuning in, maybe I don't know where Ivan went, but Caden, maybe you could scroll it across the bottom where the draft has picked so far. That was going to be a job, but there's been so much chaos tonight, right?
Creepers.
I know. Jeepers, creepers. It's been chaos. Never can go easy. Shane had to have his internet fall out.
Well, I mean, it happens.
It happens. That's what you get when you're close to Canada, they say. I don't know. It's the wrong background. What am I doing here? Putting wrong backgrounds out. There we go. A Patron live mock draft. We got the Seahawks on the clock. Are you ready to pick for the Seahawks? Has the draft fallen the way you wanted?
Actually, not, but
this puts you in a tough spot now.
I wanted to. I thought 4 quarterbacks would go like 4 first picks.
Yeah,
and I was able to pick my guy Will Anderson, but he's gone now.
Now he's gone.
And then I would take a fly.
Don't say anything yet because I got to play this. But I had a question for you.
Yeah.
As you were watching the draft, you're sitting there for the Seahawks. You had your eye on Will Anderson. Now your board changes. Those of you GMs in the waiting area, the green room, sucking down shrimp, hot dogs, hamburgers. Jeremy's got like 6 dogs. He's Ben Ricketts is snacking on cheese and crackers. He's staying in shape with the Utes. Put in the private message to producer Caden Whitlow who you're thinking of drafting, and then you can cross it off if it goes out of there. So we'll have to get it to scroll, Caden. It'll scroll. So here we go. The pick is in. So the Seahawks drafting number 5 in the 2023 Patron mock draft here at TTNL. Select.
All right, with a number 5.
There's someone on your roof, right?
What's something
my
up
daughter,
there?
she's playing.
She's climbing on the roof.
They have like a party, so I had to get in my car to get away from the noise. But no, it's nothing you can do about it. They follow me everywhere.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Anyway, with the 5th overall, the Seahawks will select Tyree Wilson.
There he is.
From Texas Tech.
Texas Tech defensive end, the big man, Tyree Wilson. High, huge ceiling on this football player. Great length and speed at the point of attack. This guy transferred into Texas Tech, showcasing this size and strength. everybody's throwing him up there as, the pick that's going to be over Will Anderson. I get the potential. It's just not there on tape yet. So you're looking at a future. And here, as you are being smart, you're looking at your board. Will Anderson goes off. This is a nice consolation prize here. I totally get it. And I think it's a great pick by you.
Well, I think so too. I was between him and Christian Gonzalez, the cornerback.
Oh, nice.
Oregon, I think.
Yes.
But I see not Will Anderson, forget about him, he's gone now. But I see Tyree Wilson as a guy with a lot of potential. And he will play in a very hard division as well. So the Seahawks, they need a pass rusher to be competitive on that division.
Yeah, and this is a team that loves length. They do it in the corners. They do it on the line of scrimmage. They really drafted well last year across the offensive line, totally transforming their offensive line. Now they come back and try to transform their defense. I really believe the draft is falling exactly how I would think it would be falling, but again, it never falls, and people have forewarned us, like, you think you're gonna find out on Thursday night it ain't gonna go the way you think Well, yeah, I'm kind of used to the draft not doing that. Shane is back.
Not for long. Dude, I'm not having a good night.
Dude, I'm juggling more than I am at the circus here.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is Shane looking so red?
Because his internet, he's frustrated. He's probably been on the phone with the company.
Yeah, off and on. Yeah, it's been a fun time.
Is there an update of why this is occurring?
No, not at all.
Well, you look clear right now.
Yeah, well, that's been happening in about 30-second increments.
Yeah, there you froze, and then you're back. Mr. DHK, how long have you been a patron?
Oh, it's been a long time, man. Long time. Like, I watch you guys since 2020. I believe it either November or December.
Nice.
It's been a long time.
Have you enjoyed the analysis and the breakdowns?
Oh, definitely. Like, I love your honesty. I love the fact that you guys take this network seriously. Don't play around with, too many BS. I don't want to,
You can swear.
English too much. So, I mean, we may agree or we may disagree. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the Patreons in general with some things, but at least we are honest about it.
Exactly, and that's really the point of this, and that's really how things get better and improve. I think a lot of frauds finally get the curtain pulled back, and you kind of see it for what it is. I assume that happens, but the reality is your patronage is appreciated here. I thank you for coming on tonight, being the GM of the Seahawks in a party. He had his daughter climbing across the sunroof. He got everything going on.
Yeah, they just came in for the show. They all left now.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you. Great job. Very nice meeting you. And hopefully we get to meet you. Where are you from? Like now, where do you live? I know you're Albanian and Italian.
Yeah. Well, my hometown is in Chicago, but I move all over United States. Right now I'm in Philadelphia.
There you go. Brotherly love. City of brotherly love. Well, I love you, brother. Thank you for your support. Thanks for jumping on here.
Thanks, man.
And we're going to go on to the next selection. And that was DHK picking for the Seattle Seahawks, and he takes big Tyree Wilson. So you know what that means. We have to go to Canada. Hey, be nice. We're going to Canada's close. Detroit is close to Canada, right? Isn't it?
It is on the other side of the bridge.
There he is, the big Alex H. It's been a long time, Alex. How you
It
doing?
has. Good, Phil and Shane. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing
I've
good.
had better days.
Shane.
I kind of figured that out, Shane. For you, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, and I didn't realize we had so many fucking comedians in Patron. I've got about 40 text messages. Bro, is there something wrong with your Wi-Fi? Is there something wrong with your internet? I'm like, oh, yeah.
No.
Thanks, guys.
Don't think that it's not bothering him. I've been in his shoes too.
Yeah, it's the fucking worst.
And it's the absolute worst when you're trying to put on a show and you have to, fight with the internet. It's the last
But
thing
you guys are professionals, though, right, Phil? So it's not going to show.
Hey, the show
not
must
even
go
real.
on.
Like I've seen worse. Is all I'll say. I've seen worse.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We got to go on with the show. You have been a patron since the beginning, and I always appreciate your support here. And as you take on the role of the Lions, I know it's a difficult one to do. Are you prepared for your pick?
I am ready, Phil and Shane. So ready. So just a quick note, guys. Honestly, Patreon's the best thing. I've been a member since October 2020. I'm not member 222. I'm actually 226, right? So, but I've been loving it. $7 a month. Really, you don't feel it. After a while, I just kind of let it go and, it's a cup of coffee, whatever. And these guys are phenomenal. Part of what I'm going to share with you, obviously, is derived from what you guys share with us, right? So it's kind of a trickle-down effect, if you will, right? You obviously add your own spin and everything, but I don't think I'd be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, to be honest. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you, man. Obviously, I was saying that to my wife. It's like, here the guys are taking on what we do and putting maybe what they saw on the analysis that we've broken down and putting it to use. So it's coming on full circle in regards to what it is we're doing here. So the pick is it. With the 6th pick of the 2023 TTNL Patron Mock Draft, the Detroit Lions select.
We select Tennessee tackle Darnell Wright.
Ooh. Whoa, the biggest curveball.
Hey, I did one last year, right, with Mac Jones. Why not continue? No, but seriously, kidding aside, obviously Jalen Carter is the most talented guy on the board, but based on your film breakdown of Jalen Carter, which showed him that he's got talent, but it's spotty. Darnell Wright is, in my opinion, in that top tier of tackle class, but where I put him over others, and I won't name names because I'll let the GMs figure out who wants what. I think he fits the Lions culture the best because he's a road grader. He's just going to maul people, and that's what Detroit is trying to set as an identity. And guess who so they have Montgomery now is part of that identity. So they're just going to smack people in the face until you stop them. And this guy now on the right tackle lets Montgomery decide go left or right, and he'll be able to have a field day in theory.
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
Just into the TTNL news desk, my internet seems to be back and better than ever, hopefully. But we have some sad news to report. TTNL Network's Ivan Vargas is now experiencing some major internet issues. So please, everybody text that motherfucker all the same bullshit that you
Model. That's how this works. He said I was freezing, but I wasn't. Darnell Wright. Let me give my take. He's my number 2 tackle in this draft. So it doesn't surprise me that he's the number 1 for you to come off the board. Right tackle Can he play left? Yes, I believe he can play left. I look at his footwork, tenacity, his toughness. You know, obviously a lot of people, and I saw somebody in the chat, I just can't control it all tonight. The chat is getting a little bit fired up and kind of neglected only because of all the internet issues. But we'll get to you guys in the chat too to join in, as you're probably questioning Paris. Why not Paris? I could see Jacob.
Again, he's in that cloud, right, Phil? But when I look at the talent, right, and they're kind of all in that same area, you could say Paris is a little bit more, maybe Broderick, right? And again, I'm not divulging it. It's not like it's a secret because in TTNL, you guys have broken all three of them for us. It's just for me, when I look at this and I try to think of myself as a GM's line of the lines, right? Taking this seriously, I say, well, what do I want? Well, I want obviously the talent, but I also, what else do I want? I want somebody that's just going to be a motherfucker, right? And when I look at the tape that you showed us, out of those three, he's the baddest of them all, right? It's not
I'm
the
not the
others.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm the ultimate motherfucker on the show, right?
And I think you just want to fuck everyone's mother. Right?
That's what it is.
Listen, when you popped in the tape and the best player in this draft is getting handled at points, like people just say he handled them the whole. No, that didn't happen. That's just lazy analysis. Will Anderson caused many a conflicts during that game if we watch that game. And no matter who we get come the Bears, we'll watch game tape at TTNL Patronage. But Darnell Wright more than handled himself, and that really was a huge check in the box for him, for me. And then you go to the next game and what he does in the run game as well as the pass pro. If Rico thinks it's a bad pick, there's many 1,000 other people that understand that it actually is a very good pick. And Shane and I were.
If Rico hates it, I fucking love it. I mean, he's going to be a fucking Hall of Famer.
2019 draft, me and Shane went back to. If you were to redraft that, guess what? Tackles in the third round would have went in the first round. So go look at this stuff. That's why the NFL is the way it is, as amazing as it is, even though their YouTube pricing is way outrageous right now. But other than that,
this is the thing, and this is anybody that's, debating the pick or whatever, like Rico the dumbass is saying.
GM is what I say.
All that they're basing that on, 95% of the people that are basing that off of mock drafts that they've read. Everybody at this point is saying, I mean, there's talk about Paris Johnson going number 3 overall to Arizona. Everything's up in the air right now. And in 2 years, Darnell, just like Phil said, you could do a redraft and Darnell Wright might go number 3 overall to Arizona. He's a player. Now, to me, he's right tackle only, and I wouldn't put him on the left side.
I think you could.
Yeah,
I think you could, but you put him there. I think
but right tackle is his natural position, Shane. You're right.
Yeah, I think right tackle, you put him over there. I think the guy has the ability to be an all-pro.
Right.
But yeah.
So again, what is Jared Goff's game based off of? Play action. How does that work when you establish a run? How does the run work when you establish that you can run the ball? What do these two tackles do really well? Run block. So again, honestly, just a quick comment. Lucas I would have picked Anthony Richardson if he was there at 6. I would have, because it's my looking ahead as a GM of the Lions. How long does Goff shelf life have, and how far can he take us? Because they're in that Kirk Cousins whirlpool right now, where he takes him to the playoffs, but I don't think he can take him further. So Richardson, although he's raw, right, he has the possibility to take you further. And if you're the Lions, am I ever going to pick at 6 again? Right, because they're starting to get good and relevant, right? So
we'll see.
Top 10 picks aren't going to come around very often anymore.
We will see on the Lions. I like the pick. I don't care, and I'm glad.
Don't draft another offensive lineman at 18, Alex, and then we'll be good.
Oh, I got somebody else in mind at 18.
We'll see you back
first at that position, and you'll see.
There you go.
We'll see Alex back in a little bit as he takes over the GM of the Lions, who picked Darnell Wright, the first curveball of the draft. But I'm with you, Shane, and keeping it 100 on this network. I have him as my number 2 tackle in this entire draft. For him to go there it's not a reach. It really isn't. This guy is a tremendous football player on tape. And you know the network's name. The tape never lies. So and Alex is right. He does fit the energy and the attitude that Detroit is trying to build off of. So
yeah,
I would be upset if they got that guy there. I would be like, damn, that's a really good pick. And you know what? Alex H said,
then let me do what I had to do.
That's right.
You
got to do what you got to do.
Through these picks, though, bro.
Here we go.
An hour in, we're at number 6.
I know. There was so much chaos.
Yeah, I know.
Who's the next pick? I told them, please put your GM of what team you're on so we could see it.
So Vegas. So we're gonna bring our guy Ben Ricketts on here.
Benny Ricketts,
de facto GM via HL Priest, who got called into a work issue last second. So Ben, as the de facto GM,
you ready to pick, Ben? You got the pick?
I sure do. It's
all right. Hold on. Here we go. Pick number 7, correct, Shane?
Yes.
7 of the TTNL Patron mock draft in the year 2023. The Las Vegas Raiders select.
Oh, wait. I think I fucked this up. You're not picking for Vegas.
No, he's not picking 7th. Avon's picking 7th.
Avon's
about to have a fit in the background.
My bad. I fucked that up, Ben. Fuck out of here, Ben. Avon. Yeah,
what
my
happened?
bad.
He's wearing his TTNL flag and everything.
All that fucking Ute swag. It fucked me up. Ben had that Utah swag on. My bad, bro. I fucked that one up. I told Ben, I'm like, yeah, you're picking for Vegas, but now I fucked that one up. Avon, Team Raider,
in the warehouse, keeping his tradition alive.
Look at the t-shirt. He's all dapped up there.
He's got his TTNL swag on. You got the overalls. Is that like the back brace for lifting there?
Nah, it's something to hold my phone and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. You go to work.
Nice.
Yeah, I might just black jacket. I don't do nothing.
Are you ready to pick?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let me get the pick. The pick is in. There was a mishap in Kansas City in the phones.
Yeah.
And for the 7th pick of the 2023 TTNL Patron mock draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select. Who do you got?
Raiders should pick Christian Gonzalez.
Christian Gonzalez
to Oregon.
Shane, will he be wearing Raider black with the number 0? Not worn since Otto Graham. Shane, he's both our number 1 corners.
Yep.
In this draft. I love this kid's fluidity. I don't think I've seen a more fluid corner in my time watching tape than since Deion Sanders.
Watching
That's
his
how
backpedal, his you say it, Phil. It's crazy. Oh, there's my guy Riley Marsa. Yeah,
Riley's a fan of you.
He's a big Gonzalez pick. So that pick of yours that I almost fucked up, Avon, my son is a big fan of.
But I don't think the Raiders going to pick him. I don't think so. I think as the draft goes like this, they're going to probably pick up Carter. Jalen Carter.
Yep, I can see it.
Listen, I like this pick for the Raiders. Obviously, they have a lot of needs on the defensive side of the football. This kid's my number 1 corner. I don't know that he fits the old Raiders, let's beat someone to hell, fight kind of attitude. I guess Max Crosby carries that kind of torch. He's not that kind of physical tackler type, bloody your nose up in there, but he is a tremendous cover guy. And when you're a defensive philosophy, even though under what's his name, the Patriots coach, Jesus, why am I forgetting the coach
for what now?
For the Vegas, what's his name? The head coach?
McDaniels. Josh McDaniels.
McDaniels. Yeah, he's not much of a defensive guy. So this kind of fits the philosophy of where you're going, and I really think it would be a great pick for the Raiders. Really do.
But with that being said, now we got to bring Ben Ricketts back, Avon. So thank you for your pick,
Avon, you're from New Jersey, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Representing from New Jersey. I appreciate you jumping on with us. God bless you. And thank you for always being such a supporter of us.
Absolutely.
And I know we got to hustle through these picks, but Shane. But I always like to spend time with all you guys. God bless you, Avon. Thank you for jumping in there.
Thanks,
Good
brother.
pick.
All right.
All right. We got
Ben Ricketts is back.
Here, Shane. That's for you, buddy.
Ben, where'd you go?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Ute that you've been promoting for the past 13 months in our chats. But
yeah, I don't know if I told you about this tight end named Dalton Kincaid at all.
Every show.
Should you piss off HL and just draft him anyway?
I don't give a shit about HL tonight.
Oh wow! So I'm looking at
HL. If you see this, I love you, buddy.
I'm looking at HL's top 5 that he DM'd me to give to you. This is gonna be this is gonna cause some little bit of oohs and ahs, I think. Don't you think, Ben?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
Oh, you got to. It's his pick.
Gotta give him his pick.
Gotta take his pick.
Okay, I'll take his pick. This is not the pick I wanted, but I will.
All right, hold on.
Hold on. Let me put it in the chat so Caden gets it.
Caden doesn't know, or Caden, you do know? No, he doesn't know.
So I was going to pick something else.
Just for the record, Ben Ricketts is our sit-in GM. If anybody can't make it, Ben has been a big supporter of TTNL for a long time, always in all our shows. So you're the perfect on-deck GM for all of this. The pick is officially in Kansas City. With the 8th pick in the 2023 Patron Live TTNL Mock Draft, the Atlanta Falcons and 2 former Bears GMs and an HL priest select
tight end Dalton. I'm just kidding. HL picks Bijan Robinson, running back out of Texas.
Bijan Robinson, the Chicago Bears. Are they upset? Are the Bears pissed off? There's been rumors, smoke. The Chicago Bears could be in play with Bijan Robinson as the Bears are coming up on deck. I wonder how they're feeling about that. But listen, as Shane and I talked, we broke him down with Matt Waldman and my father this past Saturday. And I'll say this, everybody who follows me should know how much I believe in David Montgomery. But, you know, once you step out of Chicago and you're wearing a new uniform, that chapter, that page gets turned. This is the best back in the draft. My number 1 back. He's number 3 in my big board in the draft. So he's the number 3 player. Bijan Robinson has broken more tackles than any back. In fact, he broke David Montgomery's record of broken tackles in college football. And when I look at him, his ability to move, stop, start inside, he reminds me of David, but he's got much better explosive speed, more juice. He's got that 3rd gear.
He's got high knees too.
He really offers a lot, as well as this guy can honestly line up outside and be a split receiver in how he runs routes and catches and adjusts his body. There's a reason why I rank him that high, and I get why HL, the Atlanta Falcons. They had that Algier getting carries there, late round pick. So it makes sense for the Falcons to add to what it is they're doing. Do they believe in Desmond Ridder? Ben, if you were picking, who were you going to select?
I was gonna go Paris Johnson, O-line.
Okay. Well, the Falcons pass on Paris on the offensive line, and there you go. You're going to be back again, I'm sure.
Yep.
Throughout the draft. I appreciate you jumping on here and keeping it 100 with us here. Bijan Robinson to the Falcons. Here we go. Now it's time, Shane.
Who the fuck is this guy? Coming up next.
Everybody on your defense better. Because they're going to see
I agree. Is he talking about Ryan Cox?
Got polls.
Got polls. Ryan Cox, your Chicago Bears are on the clock. Has the draft fallen the way you were hoping or thought it might?
Yeah, we're good. We've got plenty of options here. Yeah. We are in great shape right now.
Now, if the draft fell like this, I'd be remiss. Obviously, we're under the umbrella of the Chicago Bears. Are you looking to trade down with the names that are on the board, or are you running up to the podium to select a guy? Guys, what are your thoughts here?
He's taking whoever the fuck Aaron tells him to take. So,
sadly enough, yes. No, I mean, yeah, this is the perfect scenario. So I'm on the phone this entire time, trying to get somebody to come on up because I've got options here.
Obviously, you look at the board right now. You got Jalen Carter, the flat tire, if you will, of an offseason with all of the stuff that is going on with him. And then there's more today coming out about some stuff with him. And listen, I'm not in the business of tearing people down before the draft, but there's so many things that have, truth to them when you watch the tape. So Jalen's there. Paris Johnson, who Ben Ricketts and Dalton Kincaid would have taken at 9 posse. He's there.
He's good.
I think there's another guy available that Mr. Cox might have been thinking about pulling the trigger on.
Would you have thought about Bijan Robinson there, GM Cox?
I don't think so. No,
you're not in that camp.
No, not top 10. No.
And then obviously I would say the draft nerd, not our nerd, but the draft Nick or whatever the fuck these guys get in a click. The favorite right now would be Peter Skoronski based on them. They would all be saying that.
Nope, drop.
I would never select Skoronski at all in this area. But again, you're the GM. Are you ready to pick?
I'm ready to pick.
The pick is in. Here we go for the 2023 live patron mock draft. Your Chicago Bears, led by GM Ryan Cox, his full government, select
Broderick Jones, offensive tackle.
Offensive
Georgia.
tackle, Broderick Jones, Georgia. My number 1 tackle in the draft right there.
Yeah.
Goes to the Chicago Bears, Ryan Cox. Obviously, talk about why.
I think Ryan Cox just dragged his nuts right across Carr's forehead live on air right there. There goes his Paris Johnson love.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, Paris is great. He's right there with Broderick. I just think the ceiling for Broderick is just a touch higher. Right now, Paris Johnson, you could argue that Paris Johnson is a little bit better right now, but I love the ceiling. Braxton Jones is a question mark. And let's say he doesn't take a step. Broderick Jones can slide to left tackle. He can go in there this year and start at right tackle. He's mean. He's got the motor. He's a road grader. I think you put him next to Nate Davis, and you've got quite a right side of the line.
I love it. Listen, Shane and I have been.
I think he's 100. I think you could easily see him be a Bear. At 9, I think you could easily see him be a Bear in a slight trade down scenario. I can easily see Broderick Jones being a Bear.
Yep. Broderick Jones has the athleticism. I mean, you're a patron, you know this. We broke it down. Me and my dad and Shane. Unfortunately, Big Steve didn't get to see that. Getting outside on the pull, coming across on a trap play. He looks like a tight end, and he's the difference between him and Skoronski is what you talked about. He has that bully in him, where I believe Skoronski tries to fit, and they both have great feet. Skoronski's feet might be technically a little better, but this is a better athlete with a higher ceiling, better pass pro, more strength at the point of attack, much longer arms. It all makes sense to me that you would be able to get somebody like this. If it was me picking Paris or him, they're in that cluster right there. If Darnell Wright was here, that would be the hard choice.
Yeah. Were you all in on offensive tackles, Ryan, or was Mr. Witherspoon tugging at your heartstrings a little bit?
No, I mean, look, I love Witherspoon. We've talked about this before. I don't think corner top 10 is probably the best idea. Look, I mean, Shane, you've said it a few times that Eberflus defense, I don't think it requires a top 10 player at cornerback.
Nope,
you can find those later in the draft and fit in right perfectly with the scheme. So it was probably going to be offensive tackle or edge rusher.
Yeah, the edge rusher, obviously Shane's guy, my guy, that's in the conversation. Van Ness, Lucas Van Ness, people are all over the board with him. And, we're going to be breaking it down and talking about it all week. If they take Broderick Jones on Thursday night, I would sleep very soundly. He's my number one offensive tackle. He's the most athletic of them all, and he's got what it is that the Bears need because he could play both sides. But I think he's a better left tackle, and you put a fire under Braxton Jones' ass. And if Braxton loses out, he goes to right tackle. And you got Tevin James. You got all of these guys that and other picks in this draft yet to occur that you can also come back and take another tackle in this draft to play the right side. So,
and I want to believe that I have confidence in Poles. I want to believe he's going to do the right thing. But, 40 years of just draft anxiety and mishaps.
Trust me.
I'm so nervous that it's gonna. We're gonna want to do a Jalen Carter or Skoronski or something. I don't know.
In this scenario that happened tonight, even with you, I was wondering where you would go because I don't know. Right. I purposely don't want to know who anybody's picking.
Right.
So I was nervous, and in this case, if this is how it falls, I'm gonna be so anxious that Jalen Carter or Skoronski is going to be the name called. My TV will get ripped off. I'll control it, but I will react. I know that. So you're going to want to lock it in Thursday night where we cover the drafts like nobody else when it comes to the Chicago Bears. But our guy Ryan Cox taking Broderick Jones, offensive tackle from Georgia. If you're not a patron, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Get over there and you can go back and we will replay our shows from Patron to our whole fan base, depending on who the Bears select at 9, or they may trade down. Was there any, would you could think about trading there, or would you have just done it? Real quick?
He said that was in play.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Get back to that super secret chat that we have that Phil's not in, Ryan.
Yeah, gotcha. Will do. Love you guys.
Love you.
See you, man. Love you.
Ryan Cox taking a swing.
I don't even think we need to bring on our next GM. I think I haven't looked to see who he's taken. I'm assuming this is a walk in the park slam dunk for the Philadelphia Eagles where they're going.
Really?
I would be shocked if they don't go. Adam, what's up, man? I'm sure you already know who I'm talking
Webb.
about. I haven't looked to see who you are taking, but
yeah,
I think little Howie would sprint to the podium, and everybody on NFL Network and ESPN would bow down to him and praise him for the pick. But I don't want to spoil it too much. Go ahead.
Absolutely, the pick is in for sure.
The pick is in. Okay,
Yep.
the pick is in. Tenth pick in the 2023 TTNL Live Patron mock draft. The Philadelphia Eagles select.
We are going with Jalen Carter, 3-tech, University of Georgia. And it was an easy, no-brainer pick. Absolutely. Roseman runs to the podium.
Oh, yeah.
Jalen Carter is a perfect selection here. And it's been diagnosed many a times by not me, the draft doctor, but Shane Marsaw with the perfect fit for this guy who's kind of lazy, has lived off of his athletic talent and tenacity. They are coming off a Super Bowl appearance, so it gives you that kind of ability. Obviously, they paid.
You got Fletcher Cox, Nakobe Dean. Jordan Davis. Teammates that he's been with currently. You have, Brandon Graham. You have bodies that can be around this kid each and every day to help him along. To pull him out of places he doesn't need to be, and to motivate him on the field. Is Chicago there yet? Now, Adam, this is a question that I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
If you were the GM of the Bears under this scenario at 9 and Jalen Carter is there, is this the pick for you at 9?
Do I take as the Bears? No, I wouldn't. I don't think he's going to be. Well, I think he's going to be a good player, but I don't think you're going to gamble with him with the current culture of where the team is. I think you would pick a very, very clean prospect. The Lucas Van Ness of the world. In this scenario, you still have the offensive tackle that's left from Ohio State. Paris Johnson Jr. would have been a great pick. And I thought about that too really hard because I think Paris Johnson would have been a great replacement for Lane Johnson. Yeah, a natural fit. And once the Georgia offensive tackle went off the board, because he would have been my number one, then Paris Johnson Jr., I had to go with Jalen. And he fits in because Hargrave's gone. They draft and reload the lines, and it's just what winning organizations do. You get your most talented guys. You get a locker room that's going to surround him, and give some love to Jalen Carter. And I think he's either going to make it or he's not, and he sinks or swims in the first fucking year. And either he'll be great and a great pick for the Eagles, or they gambled and took a gamble on one of the most talented guys in the draft. Is he lazy? Fuck yeah, he is. But man. He's got something. I see something when he plays, for sure.
Well said, man. Came prepared. Our TTNL fans doing their due diligence on what it is as a draft night here at TTNL, where our fans have taken over the role of GM of each team, doing it, treating it fairly, and that's exactly how you do it. Shane, I agree with you. If it's the Bears pick, it would be shaky. If it's Howie's pick, it's going to be lauded and applauded like it's, the Oscar award. And you know what? They earned that. They have a great defense, and this kind of leadership surrounding Jalen Carter is the perfect remedy to probably, and if he can't come out of that, understanding how to focus and be a professional, he'll never make it. Exactly. He'll never make it. So it's the perfect scenario for him and them. So great job, Adam. Truly appreciate your patronage. I always see you in the chat and stuff every week. You're going to be locked in with us all week or what?
Yep. And I'll be back for number 30 since
so all the GMs before that, remember, he just told you he's going to be building on those lines. So
I'll really I'll really ruin somebody's night once the best center goes off the board. They don't pick him before I do. So just throwing that line out there for everybody.
Oh, there you go. Adam Webb was the GM of the Eagles. Now we move on to Big Ray, the GM of the Titan. What's up, Ray?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. Really appreciate y'all, doing this. This is the second draft I'll be catching with y'all, so it's good stuff. I love this network.
Well,
it's not bad, man. Kind of like it myself.
I would hope so.
It's been a tough night first with the technical difficulties, but now Shane is clear as HD, and we are back. Ivan,
don't jinx it, bro.
I'm good. I had to do a couple things, but I'm good now.
Okay.
So
Ray, have you set? Has this fallen the way you might have thought? So you're good.
Oh no, it didn't. Alex stole my pick. Stole my first pick. So then I had to look. For the past couple of nights, I did a couple of my own mock drafts just to see how things would fall, and each one I did, Wright fell right there, and I was like, Titans need him. So yeah, but this pick is I'm gonna do something a little different.
Okay.
More different than what I would have originally done.
Well, the pick is in Kansas City. Let's bring. So, with the 11th pick in the 2023 TTNL Live Patron Mock Draft, the Titans select
Zay Flowers.
Wow, Zay Flowers, my boy. Zay Flowers to go along with Trey from last year. Adding Jalen Burks. They're adding to the roster. Now, was there any thoughts of Will Levis or Paris Johnson there for the Titans? You go straight playmaker. This is my number one receiver in the draft for the record here. This is the guy that I believe is outstanding in the slot, outstanding outside, could do anything you want. He's one of the best I've seen in a long time. A lot of people get on me about JSN, but I'm telling you right now, I'll put my money where my mouth is. This is a guy that just gets it. He's a leader. He's a high character guy, and you can see it in his personality when he runs routes. That being said, Ray, why did you take him for them?
So I did think QB because I'm not a Tannehill fan, and I don't think he's I think he's a good backup QB. I don't think he's a bona fide QB1. But Anthony Richardson already came off, and Anthony Richardson, I don't think they have the coaching staff there for Richardson. So, Levis, I didn't watch a lot of Levis film nor college games to really see or know what he can do. I did think about building up line when it came to them because I looked at their depth chart and their roster, and none of those names popped. Like, I knew who the hell they were. So I was like, I saw they needed a wide receiver. So I just went ahead and might as well take a swing and see what happens.
You took a big swing, our second shocker of the draft. And we're gonna put it, up against what happens on Thursday. Let's not forget this live mock where these GMs are really taking the approach. I like your approach here. There is a need. He's not AJ Brown. This guy is Antonio Brown. Like, he's going to flip the field and make some big plays for the Titans.
Hopefully without all the drama.
Oh, there's going to be no drama. I'm telling you, this is a high character kid. Listen, I'll say this real quick, and I'm sure there'll be 3 articles about it tomorrow, but I have some very close people in that building over there. This is a guy that's turned down many offers from big schools with some NIL potential on top of that to stay at BC and be a part of that program. And he's worked his ass off, and it shows on the tape. So,
hey, real quick before we let Ray go, I'm gonna some of the patrons that are in the green room that aren't picking for a little bit, because we have some people that are waiting.
I told him, if you're not in the 10 range of picks,
yeah. So, just gonna bounce a couple of them out, and you can bounce back in because I got a guy. So Ray, probably when you bounce out of here, I'm gonna bounce you right out of the thing, man. If you don't,
you can watch it on you.
I appreciate it, gents.
All right, bro.
I appreciate
Thanks.
you. Thank you, brother.
Yep.
Appreciate you. God bless. There he is, Big Ray. Surprise number 2 for the night. With a Tennessee twist on both of them. One with our guy, Alex H, taking the Tennessee Volunteer. And then now my guy to Tennessee from BC, Ray, getting Zay Flowers, my number 1 wide receiver in the draft. Do we have?
Did you bounce Muhammad, Shane?
No, I did not. I did not. I saw him pop up. I saw his video, and then he bounced out. So you might want to. There he is.
He's back. Muhammad's back.
There he's back.
There he is. Muhammad. He's in a better spot.
Yeah, no more lighting.
I can hear you clearer now. You got your socks hat on. You're ready for business here. And your second pick has this fallen the way that you like it.
No, I wanted Darnell Wright.
Oh, a lot of people love Darnell.
You got a pretty good option staring you straight in the face.
Real quick, Muhammad. Sorry, guys. Real quick. Type in your pick for Caden in the chat, so he can go ahead and have the pickup for you.
The graphic. So I don't know if he could do that. What are you leaning now? On the line?
I'm leaning. I mean, D'Amico Ryans is the
defensive guy.
cross.
You went CJ Stroud to begin.
Yep. Yeah, I'm torn between Paris and Lucas Van Ness. So he needs is a defensive coach.
Got 2 Qs right there. So, have you decided there? You're kind of
Lucas Van Ness.
Okay, let's do it like this. With the 2000, with the, what is it? The 11th pick, right?
12th
pick in the 2023 TTNL Live Patron Mock Draft. The Texans, with their second first-round pick, select
Lucas Van Ness.
Lucas Van Ness,
my dude.
Shane's boy. There goes Skoronski. There's Lucas. Lucas Van Ness. Right
I was
there.
thinking about what's it called? JSN, but I think they're going to be bad next year anyway. So I'm thinking they're going to get Marvin Harrison Jr. next year. So might as well get a defensive.
They can't. We're gonna.
We're fighting that guy back
nothing happens for us, so I don't expect it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We got that number 1 pick.
Lucas Van Ness. Big, talented athlete. I answer a lot.
Think just as good as Nick Bosa.
Yeah, you look at some of the traits that he has. Well, why didn't he start at Iowa? Well, be a Raiders fan. There's a story behind it. They have a lot of reality when it comes to levels of where you've been in the program. They don't necessarily do things the way we would do them. So when Lucas is on the field, you definitely see a high motor, length, could play the 3. He could play nose sometimes. He is the most versatile defensive lineman in this entire draft. That's my truth there. He could play the edge. I love him at the 3 technique. Shane, you've talked about this guy. You would not be afraid to take him at 9 for the Bears.
Sure wouldn't.
And he has a high ceiling. can grow into that. I know my father's a big fan of this kid as well. It's a great pick for DeMeco Ryans. DeMeco Ryans. And that maybe they get their J.J. Watt again in Houston. So thank you so much, Muhammad.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you.
Great job. You got 2 great picks.
CJ Stroud and Lucas Van Ness. The Big Ten.
We had a little switch here because we had a trade today. So next we have
the Jets.
The Green Bay Packers. Yeah, and Bullitts has texted me his pick, and he's taking Bart Starr, the quarterback. So, yeah, it's about how up to date this dude is. You loved his.
Breaking news. The Tape Never Lies Network. Breaking news.
There he is. There he is.
Right on time.
Bullitts.
Oh, what's up, guys?
How you feeling?
Good, man. How's your mom, Phil? How's she been doing?
She's doing great. She's doing much better. She's been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and they've got her on the correct medication now. So we've seen a lot of improvement in my mom. So thank you, for asking about her.
Of course. How about you, Shane? How's your folks doing? Okay.
Yeah, they're improving like my internet, getting better in slow ass increments. No,
it's funny you said that because at pick 10, mine just cut out too, so I had to reset real quick. So I'm sorry, Shane. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, man. I just talk about Bart Starr, your pick a little bit, Bullitts.
Well, he's old, and they need a quarterback, so let's go with it.
They do.
Aaron Rodgers no longer a presence anymore on Sundays. Bears Packers, the greatest rivalry in pro football. For me, I wanted him to stay. We'd be remiss. We talked about it at the top, but here at the Packers pick, now you're the GM. You've swapped up, traded. But Shane, the Packers got a lot more than I thought they were going to get out of this deal. Same with you?
Yeah, I mean the second that can go up to a first, 65% of the snaps next year is interesting, but I don't think that's a lock.
Is that contingent on this or next or the following year? Is it a 2-year thing?
Well, no, I mean I think it would have to be. I think the 24 is based on the 24 snaps, because if he plays 65% of the snaps, then they feel like it's worth giving up the one. I was a little bit surprised by that part of it. I mean, the pick swap alone in round 1 wasn't going to get it done, but then the additional 2 that can improve to a 1. It's going to be.
It was a lot more than I thought that they were going to get.
39-year-old malcontent that doesn't talk to his family. I'm not giving that up.
I was surprised at the amount they got up. They gave up. So. Anyway, we're going to be talking about that obviously a lot. We're going to be live covering the draft this Thursday night. We got special guests Steve Edwards, Adam Rank, David Kaplan, and others jumping on to break down the Chicago Bears draft live this Thursday right here on our YouTube channel live. We opened up this show. It's a patron live mock draft. And we're right here with the Green Bay Packers GM. This might have been the hardest thing for you to do, Bullitts. Are you happy with how the draft fell?
Yeah, you know what, I am, because my pick is there, and it was hard for me to actually do this because being a Bears fan my whole life, and having to research and delve into this team. I'm not even going to say the name of the team, but it was hard for me. It was hard for me to actually, take it seriously, even though you guys wanted me to, but. Looking at this team and what they needed, the consensus was tight end, wide receiver, edge, so and safety. So I figured, I'll go with what I think is the best player at this position for this team. So
all right, it's in the pick. You ready to pick? So with the 13th pick of the 2023 live patron mock draft here at TTNL. The Green Bay Packers select
tight end Dalton Kincaid out of Utah.
Oh,
I know Ricketts is upset, but you know what? They have a very shallow tight end room. I mean, after Bobby Tunyon left and went to a better team, I mean, who do they have over there? So I think with Jordan Love, you know his first year being the starter, I think a big guy like him in the middle is going to help him out. So, I mean, he's comfortable, you know, in the game. He plays in the slot really well. I mean,
this is a great pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dalton Kincaid. So,
Dalton
thanks for
Kincaid.
changing my banner there too, Shane. I appreciate that. Asshole! I swear to God. Fucking asshole.
I helped out.
Thanks, Ivan.
Okay, let me have 36.
Listen, Dalton Kincaid is going to give what you said. Love an absolutely great target. Matt Waldman compared them the closest thing he's seen to Kelsey since he's been drafted. I see it too. This guy separates at the stem, understands his body positioning. He has an amazing story of how he transcended over the starter to become a first-round pick in and of itself. It's a showcase of performance over politics if there ever was. And listen, I wouldn't be happy that the Packers got this guy. That's my truth, because I believe that we've gotten cut by 1,000 paper cuts of fucking Packer tight ends over the years.
Yeah.
We finally get one of theirs, Bobby over here. So we'll see. But I like the pick. And was there any thought of Paris Johnson seems to be sliding, or JSN, the two Ohio State guys?
JSN was going to be one of mine if he wasn't there. Also, but I liked Kincaid more, and then I liked Brian Branch, the safety. I know they need, because they have a weak safety room too. So I was going to go with Brian Branch. So yeah, those were in the running as well. So
I'd be remiss to not bring in Dalton Kincaid's agent.
There he is.
Ben, are you upset?
Bullitts, how are you, my guy?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
It's
Ben,
good.
are you
Fun to meet
pissed?
you.
I'm sorry, man. I had to go with it, man. I'm sorry. So,
Hey, this is just a mock draft. We don't know if Kincaid's going to the shitty
I'm gonna
team.
go punter,
Okay?
man. I was gonna go punter, dude. Seriously, I was gonna go with punter and leave it at that, but these guys wouldn't let me. So
We played the game straight by the tape. You did the job, Bullitts. And
Right on,
Ben,
man.
I know you're a huge fan of Kincaid, and I think this is a weapon that, listen, they're going to need weapons for Love. The story of Love is unknown.
Right.
No matter what Peter Bukowski's trying to sell, let's let the actual games define who people are that mean something, not a cleanup game.
Right.
But good pick here. I appreciate you doing this, Bullitts, and taking it,
of course,
as the way you do.
Falling like a G. Hey, brother.
He is.
thanks, guys. I appreciate you, man.
Later,
Love you
brother.
guys. Thanks.
Love
Take
you,
care.
brother.
Thanks.
Love you. You're the
Later,
best.
man.
Thank you for everything you do before you go. You always
Thank
go
you.
out of your way. We say TTNL is family. You are one of those guys that have done things above and beyond what a family does, and things you've done for my children. I would be remiss if I didn't say it to your face. Thank you so much, man, for everything
Appreciate you guys,
stand
man.
for.
Of course, man. Always love you guys, man.
Love you too. man.
Thank you.
We're having a live mock draft here right after the Packers select.
We got to
one of my favorite number one tight end for me as
Yeah.
well, Bullitts. Yes. What do we have to do?
My internet is starting to
no.
decrease again for whatever reason, but yeah, we have to speed up these processes a little bit.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
That's
what she said.
An hour 45 in, and we're
where are we at? 14. Pick 14. Who
So
has
we-
pick 14?
We got this guy right here.
Oh, New England.
Yeah.
Coach O is going to put pressure on you.
Oh, yeah.
Jose Torres. There he is.
Oh.
He's on the delay. Are you watching this? Or are you watching?
I think
your
he's
phone?
watching himself.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. Pay
It's been
attention
interesting.
Do you have your pick, Jose?
Well, you know what? I'm thinking I didn't really like picking for New England. I'm sorry, Coach, but
Are you have your pick? Are you ready?
Okay, yeah, I
Don't
do.
say it yet. Don't say it.
Okay.
Here we go. New England on the clock here in the live TTNL Patron mock draft. The Jets obviously flip-flop with the Packers for Aaron Rodgers tonight. The New England Patriots selecting 14th here in the live Patron mock draft. The Patriots select who, Jose Torres?
Peter Skoronski.
Close. Skoronski even.
Skoronski. Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Sterinsky plays for the Damascus Car Bombs in the Afghan League.
I'm just a fan. I'm not a
Yeah. So
Peter Skoronski, Northwestern.
there you go, Skoronski.
Skoronski, he passes over Paris Johnson and Coach O's guy, DeJuan Jones, and he takes Northwestern guard.
Yeah.
Maybe tackle.
Well,
Peter Skoronski. Yes.
The only reason I'm thinking of that is because I think New England, their coach, he doesn't like starting rookies, but he just picked up a tackle. And I think he might think that he can get this guy in there with some veterans and give him a year to grow.
There you go.
There you go.
You know, I was
Then let
thinking
me do what I hired to do.
That's right.
I was thinking cornerback also, but I think he's going to go offensive line.
Yeah.
Listen. Mike Hall thinks he's going to be an all-pro tackle. But New England definitely needs offensive linemen.
Yeah.
I would have picked either DeJuan Jones, one of the Ohio State tackles, still out there. You took Skoronski. You are the GM. I'm gonna bring Coach O on later to scold you because he would be pissed if you took Skoronski here.
Why don't you go shit in your hat, Jose?
I can take it.
I'm gonna tell you, shit
Not a
your
problem.
hat and get the hell off the field.
What he's saying to you? Shit in your hat, Jose, and get the hell off the field. He'd be fired up with you with that pick. But I appreciate you. You're a diamond. I can't wait to see you again with Shane this time next year, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to. That.
You want to say hi?
And I appreciate you not busting my balls.
Oh yeah,
about the tech stuff.
This guy asked me before the show, Shane. He goes, "Tell me how to get my screen sideways." I go, "Just turn your phone."
Jose, you got your phone in front of you?
He didn't do it.
It's right there. If I do it, I'll get sideways.
That's fine. It'll flip. It'll flip.
Jose was trying to
Turn
get
it
me.
sideways.
Look.
Oh, you have it locked. You have
it locked.
Yeah.
Where's your kids, for God's sake? You know, teenagers, they should
No, I don't bother them with that stuff. I bother you guys.
There you go.
Jose was so pumped for today. He called me early in the morning trying to give me his pick. I'm like, Jose, it hasn't started yet, bro. It's like you got 10 hours to go.
Jose, we love
I love
you,
the
man.
show. You guys are great, and I love the family atmosphere.
Yeah,
I love you guys.
Say hello to Jim Larison. I'm sure he's watching in England.
For sure.
right, brother.
And Alan Bratcher, too.
Oh, say what up to Brent. What about Claudio? Don't forget Claudio.
Claudio the barber, you know I'm always thinking about you. I was outside just a little while ago.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Claudio is too, probably right now. So we appreciate you, man. Have a great night.
Thanks, Jose.
Thanks for jumping in the 2023 Patron Live Mock Draft. That was Jose Torres. I love that guy. Got to meet him.
This next guy got ushered to the green room in a limo.
Really?
Yeah, some limo driver brought him. I don't know what his name
really?
is. You might know.
There he is. Straight.
What's going on?
What's up,
Straight
Will?
out of Jersey. Will Mookie Hill in the house tonight. How are you
What's
feeling?
cracking? Yeah.
Everything right now is cracking.
So Bullitts took my pick.
Bullets took your pick for the Commanders.
But
Now
I got
you had
somebody else. I
you
got
had to
somebody else in mind.
You had to recover. Are you recovered?
Yep.
This guy I've known for a long time, since we were at the old network, always supporting us in here.
I love you guys. Every Wednesday, everybody knows where I'm at.
That's right.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You are a great person, and hopefully we get you out to next year's Chicago trip.
Definitely.
Get you out with us there. And
definitely.
That would be fun as hell with you there, because you got to meet Shane. You've yet to meet him.
Yeah.
No.
That's happening this year.
Shane has been this.
Yes.
I am the Jets pick, by the way. We're jumping them. Yeah.
Oh, you jumping the jet pick? Okay.
Oh my God.
Shit. Yeah.
Pause him.
Forgot about the trade.
Totally
My bad.
skipped.
I'm fucking all
Listen.
this up tonight, Will.
Shane is terrible at math.
Call Bart,
Where's Bart?
have him pick you back up and bring you back.
There he is. Los.
Oh, why y'all do me like that? Come on now.
That's my fault. I didn't update
I know Aaron Rodgers got traded there. I know he got traded there. We glad he went there, but come on now.
So, Los, I haven't looked to see who you're taking, but you got a pretty good dude sitting there for your old ass quarterback. I don't know if you're gonna go there or not, but I think
I can tell you right now, the Jets was glad when New England took Skoronski, because they're like, thank you, because they did not want to take him. They ran up to the stage.
They didn't take Skoronski. I think Jose said they took AJ Przinsky.
Skoronski.
Right.
So you are in a good position. You got Aaron Rodgers now. Obviously, they signed a few of his boys. Now you guys have to be happy with where the board is. So you're ready, right? You've called down?
Oh, I've already called this down.
The pick is in with the 15th pick of the 2023 TTNL Live Mock Draft. The New York Jets select.
They take Paris Johnson Jr. from Ohio State.
There it is. Never did I think this man would fall this far. But again, the draft is a funny, fickle thing. Paris Johnson, my number 3 tackle in this draft, showing just great edge presence, great hand set. Got to work on a couple things, but it's really, he seems to be the most ready-made tackle in this draft, if we could put it like that. Power. I would be shocked if New England passed him, if he fell there, to your point. What are your reasons here? You had a few things on the board, or what?
No, they're going to take a tackle. I mean, they got old Dwayne Brown, and then Mekhi Becton. He's always injured, so they really, and you can't go straight for a 39-year-old quarterback and then expect the offensive line is going to protect him. You have to get a tackle. They're getting one of those Ohio State boys. Whichever one falls, they're going to take them. They're going to run up there and get them.
This is a tremendous pick and great explanation there. Old man at quarterback. Hey, you're bringing in your boys at receiver. I like Becton a lot. He just can't stay healthy, to your point. He's got so much talent. He can't stay healthy. You got to move on from that. You can't be, you can't be the Bears hoping they're going to come off an injury and be that. So this is a great pick for the Jets here. on top of solidifying Aaron Rodgers, the drama, the soap opera's over. So great job, Los, there. And you've been with us a long time, Los. You're always in the chat, giving me or Shane a hard time, but always supporting us. We have a lot of fun with you. I truly appreciate the camaraderie and the back and forth with you, man.
Oh, no
Finally
problem,
get to
man.
meet you, man.
Yes. My wife is always telling me, "You watching those guys again?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's my boy." So, hey, I'm a die. She knows I'm a diehard Chicago Bears fan. So,
now where are you from?
I'm originally from Peoria, Illinois. So
Yep.
I grew up in Illinois, been a Bears fan since I was a little kid.
Yep.
But I live in La Mirada, California. So I've lived here in LA pretty much since '89. So, but I represent the Bears. All my friends on the 40 Weiner fans. So I'm always giving them a hard time. So,
Well, I appreciate you representing out in Cali, as well as Bullitts out in Cali, and your support here for us. Tell your wife I shout her out for allowing and putting up with us every Wednesday night and all our shows that we do here at TTNL on the patron side and the film breakdowns and everything. You really did a great job here, Los, and your
thank you very
your
much.
mic is nice and clear.
I listened to your instructions, so I went and got a mic. So
Came prepared. I'm like, oh, he sounds professional.
Los read the directions. I mean, I had so many people like, "Where's the DM from you?" And I'm like, "Well, you just replied to me asking me where it is. Look up."
Right. And it's crazy because I work from home a couple of days a week, so seeing that mic, I was like, man, this work even better for Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you, you're coming loud and clear over here in Connecticut, and I appreciate you, Los. It's going to be a fun night. Were you happy with what the Bears did?
Oh, I loved it. I was glad that they traded the fifth. Hey, go ahead and tell everybody that Justin Fields is our quarterback, and let's build around him. Yep. I mean, I didn't think the Colts. I didn't think they were going to trade with us, but I was happy with Carolina because we got something from them. DJ Moore is very underrated, but and I know he's a big time player, and it's something that we need in that locker room on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Great breakdown. Love you, man.
Great pick.
Truly appreciate it. And a great pick tonight.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry, Phil tried jumping you, Lo. So that's fucked up.
That's all right.
I'm going by his direction. Don't go ahead.
I do want to say this one thing though. I think the Bears. I don't think they're going to take an offensive lineman of tackle. I think they're going to have Tevin play right tackle. I think that's what's going to happen. The injuries they saw last year, I think that's what it is. I think they realized, well, he's versatile, but we got to put him over here on this spot. We can't go back with Borom. So I think that's why they haven't went after a tackle, because that's their plan. They're just going to build within the trenches. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a Osiris in the second round, if they could try to move up and get him. So don't be surprised by that.
We'll see.
We'll hold you
Just
to
don't
it.
let Tevin pitch. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Los,
Thanks.
God bless you. Now we're back.
Will's back.
Now we're back. Now we're back.
The limo drove back around.
Limo picked me up.
Will Mookie Hill picking for the Redskins. Did he take your guy?
I would have went that route.
Yeah.
He was one of my three choices right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering. I was like, Will's probably now scrambling again. He's got to go.
Scrambling again.
Well, no, are you ready though?
Yep, I'm ready. Pick is in.
The pick is in here with the 16th pick. The Washington Commanders, Shane, correct? Before I jump anywhere.
Commanders, formerly known as the football team.
Yeah.
The football team. The Washington football team.
The Washington Leno.
Joey Porter Jr.
Joey Porter Jr.
Let's get physical out there against those Philadelphia wide receivers. Let's get physical.
He's got the big corner Joey Porter. I know the Steeler fans are probably pissed right now, hoping that young
I took
Joey.
somebody else's pick.
Did you think about Witherspoon here at all?
he was still on the board. But you know what? I still like this kid. But I didn't not having the board in front of me. I thought he was gone.
Oh, do you want to recant? No.
Yeah, nope. The pick is in.
The pick is in.
The pick is in.
Yeah, and Joey Porter has a lot of things that you like about him. Toughness.
I like the toughness, number one.
Yeah, he's a nasty presence. You know, I was talking about Zay Flowers being that guy that's just a great personality. Same with Joey Porter. He leads a locker room. He's got that personality that isn't all bark. There's a bite to it as well. And I like the pick for the Commanders. They're trying to rebuild, and with Ron Rivera might be on his last leg there. This is an important pick for them.
I really want to go tight end. The new offensive coordinator loves tight ends from where he's come from, you know. So,
well, you didn't think of the Notre Dame tight.
No, I don't know. Something about him. Just not.
No. Not feeling Meyer. I like Meyer a lot. He's my number 2 tight end. I definitely think he's a first-round talent. We'll get into it.
You have so many tight ends in this draft.
You do.
You're gonna go to like the 4th, 5th round and get some of the small school kids. You know, was that the South Dakota kid?
Just don't take him in the 2nd round. Don't take a small school kid.
Yeah, we got problems with that. Right?
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, thank you, Will. Mookie Hill.
Right, guy.
Putting a face for the fans to the name. You see him every week. He's been supporting us forever. Thanks for jumping on tonight.
Should have let him do the Manscaped read.
I wish.
All right, bro.
All right, Will, Mookie Hill. The board is changing for people. I see guys writing down notes in the GM room. Ben Ricketts is
Kerry Franklin put his pick in like 6 picks too early.
6 picks too early. He's got to readjust. And if you're a GM, just a heads up, there's a sidebar, private chat.
Yep.
Put your pick in there so Caden Whitlow, our super producer, can get the graphic ready. He's worked hard on all these graphics for tonight to get them ready.
Bring in our next guy. We got another Ivan.
Another Ivan. Another Ivan. How you doing, Ivan?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
We're doing great.
How long did it take you to grow those fucking sideburns, bro?
It's been a couple of years, you know. I've been growing them for a while.
Holy sideburns, bro.
Yeah.
Ivan, can you get the handlebar mustache back? You guys can start your own show. Well, Ivan and Ivan.
Ivan.
The mustache will be coming back soon, but it must have took you a little bit to grow those chops.
Yeah.
You got Ivan Vargas with the handlebar and you with the burns. You're picking for the Steelers. How long have you been a patron, Ivan?
A little over a year. I think I joined like beginning of the last offseason when Poles and Eberflus got hired. So it's been good. You know, I've been really enjoying all the content you guys produce. So glad to be here.
I appreciate you being here and saying that. And where are you from?
I'm from Montana.
Montana.
Yeah.
The Grizz.
Yeah. Going to school here. So
yeah, you're at the University of Montana. Awesome.
Yeah.
March 10th, 2022. Ivan.
Yeah.
Joined up with us. I just
look at that. Shane looked it up.
Model. Nice. The way this board has fallen from you, there's a I don't know. I haven't looked to see who you took, but man, I gotta imagine Mike Tomlin's gonna be screaming from the mountaintops for a dude that's falling down the boards here a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I was hoping to maybe grab one of the tackles, but all my top guys are off the board here, so there was a pretty clear choice for me.
So the pick is in. With the 17th pick in the 2023 TTNL Live Patron Mock Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select
cornerback Devon Witherspoon out of Illinois.
There you go.
He fits there.
He
Perfect.
definitely fits there.
I don't know how he fell this far. You know, I was surprised he was available, so I went with him.
A physical presence on the outside, a tone setter, with the defense moving obviously more to a 4-3 front last year and cover 2 concepts. This is a perfect, as Shane said, Mike Tomlin's going to be excited to get somebody like this here at that pick. It just seems to happen for Baltimore and Pittsburgh. A lot of the times these players just fall into their laps. And listen, I think it's a great selection by you here. And was there any other choices that you had in your brain there? Or were you just locked
the way the
in?
board fell, not really. Like when there was 3 when there were a couple picks to go, I was hoping one of 3 guys would fall. I was hoping either Witherspoon, Joey Porter Jr., or Paris Johnson would fall, and Witherspoon ended up falling. So that's that's what I went with.
Well, it's a great pick.
Hopefully we don't go 3 for 3 with Ivan's jerseys in the background there for trading players.
Yeah, would not be ideal.
Yeah, hopefully Justin is here for the long haul and the building around him. I appreciate you jumping on and taking this seriously. All you guys that have been GMs, taking this very seriously, working your tails off, doing the mocks and preparing for tonight. And it's really nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thanks for having me on here.
A lot of fun, man.
I think
Great
we got to
pick.
do more of this kind of stuff so
Yeah,
we
definitely.
can actually put some faces to the names. But that's an idea that I was just having in my head just now, as I have sometimes. There we go. I appreciate you, man. Have a great
Thanks,
night.
Ivan.
Yeah, you too.
Would you have been happy with Broderick Jones at 9 with our GM?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the Bears, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's I want him or Van Ness for the Bears at 9. So
There you go. That's why I got to start asking some of these guys. Ivan, great job. Brings us back around. Are we at the Lions again?
Hey.
Hey.
There he is, all the way in Canada.
Indeed, all the way in Montreal. Yep.
Are you happy with the way the board is falling?
Loved it. I actually get my number 1 corner, which is actually a position of need for this team. I was kind of scared with Will needing a cornerback that he would take the guy that I'm about to pick. And there was this outside chance that actually Ivan could have taken my cornerback as well. But
The pick is in here already. He's already hinting at what he's going to do here with the, the 18th pick in the 2023 TTNL Live Patron Mock Draft. The Lions select
Deonte Banks, cornerback, Maryland.
There he is, Deonte Banks. There's a run. Cars was talking about it the other night. You see these runs in the draft on positions. This guy is
He's
one
my
of my
CD1
favorites.
in this draft. He just is.
He is a physical, tone setting.
Rad score of 10 is just unbelievable. He does everything. There's nothing that he does that's elite, but he does everything well. So you're just going to fine tune, hopefully, with some coaching, and he's going to be a beast. And his ceiling is off the charts.
Yeah, the thing with speedy guys, sometimes they lack physicality. This guy does not.
Does not. No.
Yeah,
Nope.
so
And
he's an
bigger, way
outlier.
bigger than Witherspoon. Yep.
This is you pick 2 guys that fit kind of the personality of the head coach. You know what I always have preached.
Yeah.
The team is a reflection of the head coach, and you did a great job here getting this kid. He's a good
If I'm a GM, I'm doing happy dances all over the place. If I'm a parasite, I'm like, oh man, now I have to deal with these guys. Anyway, but yeah.
Well,
Great
I
pick,
appreciate
man.
you joining us. I know how much you've been a part of the TTNL family, and it means a lot to us, man.
You guys are my family too, man. So anything, I mean, you guys know how much I love these mock drafts. So it's kind of one of my things that I love to do.
Send me some Tim Hortons coffee.
I just might. I did bring you maple syrup last time, but anyway, next time at the tailgate, I'm gonna bring some stuff, maybe Tim Hortons, right?
There you
So
go.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
that'd be
you
really
go.
cool.
There
To
you
meet
go.
all you guys face to face finally.
Finally,
I know.
yeah.
God bless you, man.
All right, thanks,
Say
Alex.
all the best to your wife as well for us.
Absolutely.
There he is, Alex H. picking for the Lions.
Going back-to-back Canada here.
Back-to-back in Canada. In Tampa. Tampa via Canada. Let's bring him on. The GM of the Tampa Bay Bucks. Can you see him? There he is. He's having Shane internet.
He's having internet.
Hey,
guys. What's up, Claudio? Long time no see.
Oh my God. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You're a little fuzzy.
Video's a little bit
Can you
off.
guys hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
You have that shitty soccer.
It's probably because my computer.
Is it Mbappe in the building running around the house fast?
It's because the Leafs are winning, or what?
It might be. It might be. Claudio Abreu from Canada, picking for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Has the draft fallen the way you want?
This is called the dramatic pause, folks.
Can you hear us?
I got. I'm not sure. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're very, very delayed.
You guys. Oh, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I guess I'm gonna definitely run up here and pick my quarterback of the future.
There it is. And who is that? With the 2023 19th overall pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select. Who do you take?
Will Levis.
There it is. Quarterback. Will Levis, the fourth quarterback off the board, Shane. I know Claudio's having some technical difficulties up your way.
Internet didn't come through customs, I think.
It's Montreal, upstate New York, a little bit outside of Chicago with Ivan.
He's in Toronto, though. Claudio is.
Claudio's in Toronto.
Or a little outside of Toronto, yeah.
There you go.
Brooklyn.
So you take your quarterback.
The Maple Leafs have got all the bandwidth.
Oh, there
exactly.
you go.
Well,
we'll let you go, man.
We'll let you go. The pick was the
sorry,
quarterback. We appreciate you. I get it. We wanted to talk to you. Fans are saying smart pick, good pick. Tampa Bay gets their quarterback of the future. They got Kyle Trask now. They add Levis, get a quarterback competition in there. It sucks. I wanted to talk with Claudio a little bit more, but the internet, man, it's been a nightmare tonight. Internet is like 3-0 right now.
There he's
back. The Italian, Albanian.
Jesus, what's that on what's that on your roof now, Ivan?
Oh no!
Or-
Everybody's asleep now.
DHK.
Seahawks. How is this board falling? How is this board falling for you way down here?
I couldn't believe Nolan Smith was still on the board, man.
Oh,
it was a no brainer for me.
So here he is with the 20th pick in the 2023 live Patron TTNL mock draft. The Seattle Seahawks select
Nolan Smith, edge rusher from Georgia.
There he is, Nolan Smith, the star of the combine. 6'2", 235, pass rusher, outside linebacker. Is he going to be a stand-up guy? Is he going to rush? This is one of those players, Shane, that gives me pause in watching him, you know. But this is a good fit because you got Will Anderson already on the edge. Now you come back with a guy that could play off the ball backer as well as give you reps down.
No, I actually got Tyree Wilson.
What's that? Oh, Tyree Wilson. I'm sorry. You got Tyree Wilson to
Loading up
begin.
on
My
those
bad.
pass rushers, yeah.
And you're adding to that depth right there. So
And Phil and I both kind of heard the same rumor today that this guy could be headed much, much higher in the draft on Thursday night, maybe even to Philadelphia, number 10 overall. Nolan Smith.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
this guy has, this is a boomer bust pick, to be perfectly honest with everybody. He could be fantastic or he could just be a guy. That's where he is. But he does have what Matt Waldman had said. Oh, excuse me. It was David Kaplan when he was talking about the alpha dog leader personality. And I think that says a lot about the player. The tape for me is all over the place. And that's just how it is. And there's no questioning. I don't know what his RAS score is, but it's got to be like a 10. Like it's got to be up there, right?
Nolan Smith?
Yeah.
Talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can look it up real quick. His
Must
RAS.
be almost 10,
Oh, yeah.
9.83.
Well,
low-
Phil,
yes.
the worst case scenario, he will be an amazing linebacker.
Yes, that's hey, he is. I know, as Logan is saying,
It's at a 922.
922. That's my 22. That's my number. Leonard Floyd vibes. I get, like, he's not the same player.
No, not the same body type at all.
Not the same body, but I understand. I think what he's saying is, there's a high ceiling there, but I just don't see it. So it's a good pick here, though. At this point, I think it's a perfect fit in what Seattle wants to do defensively. That would be a great fit for him, as well as Philly. Those are good fits. Shane, I would be upset if the Bears took him at 9.
Nolan Smith? Oh, yeah, it would be. You would see me probably have an epic night on TTNL, so much so that I might replace cars the Bears have traded up. Drop. Yeah, I do not want Nolan Smith at number 9.
Well, great job by you, my man. I appreciate you. It's such a nice honor to meet you. Can I get you to do one favor because of your accent? I love it.
Definitely.
Can you give me the Tape Never Lies Network? Can you give me one of those?
Just the Tape Never Lied Network?
Yes, I want you to say it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, the Tape Never Lies Network.
Perfect. Thank you.
Can you say this?
Cars.
Say, Angelo, I found your car charger and I'm coming for you. Can you say that?
No.
Who is Angelo? The Italian guy that you guys make fun of, right?
Angelo was our promoter, and then he.
I know. I'm just
what? He can't be funny anymore. He said.
Yeah.
Just give us that audio so we can throw it in his voicemail.
If we put it on his voicemail, I think he would shit his pants. Angelo,
say it again. Say it again.
Angelo, I found your car charger, and I am coming for you.
All right, Mr. Angelo, I found your car charger, and I'm coming for you. Is it good enough?
Perfect. Perfect.
The only thing that would have been better is if you threw "and your little dog too" at the end of it. That would have been awesome.
Hi, there you go.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Great job. 2 picks tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Still in the car. Were you waiting in the car that whole time, or did you go inside?
Well, inside the house right now, it's like it's like a battleship, so I don't want to. Everybody's playing with water over there, so I don't want to get inside.
All right.
I promise.
Thanks, bro.
There he was.
Great job.
Great job. Great job by the big man.
And now we go to
the Chargers.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, I gave up my pick a little early.
A little bit early, Carrie. I happened to look in there, and we're like 5-6 picks away, and Carrie's like, well, I guess I can give it up now. He's like, I'm taking Nolan Smith.
Yeah, I was a little excited. I thought, I can't believe he's still here, but yeah.
There it was. Your guy went off the board one pick away. That's what happens at the draft. So have you been able to recover and recoup?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
he's ready, Shane. Pick is in. Carrie with the 21st pick in the 2023 Patron live mock draft here at TTNL. The Chargers select
Small hands, but bigger than mine, Miles Murphy.
Miles Murphy, defensive end, edge rusher, Clemson.
Yeah, he's got a motor.
He's got a motor. He's got some things you really like on tape. There's definitely a showcase that he runs his motor. He is physical at the point.
Yeah.
Some of the things, his football awareness sometimes comes into question. He kind of just becomes one-dimensional pass rusher sometimes, but that can be improved on. There's no questioning the talent that he has. Shane,
I'm trying to find out his jump, that
his vert or his broad? His vertical jump or his broad jump?
Yeah, he didn't work out, but yeah,
maybe
to me,
Isaac could look at his pro day.
He looks the part completely, but I think he's a ways away. But that's down around here. I have fun now when these picks are coming off. I'm watching the other GMs, and as soon as you said Miles Murphy, I looked down and Matt Beyer, the Dallas GM, was shuffling his papers pretty quick. So I'm wondering if he might have stole his guy. But
yeah, that guy that up north in the cheesehead country took Kincaid, who I was going to go for.
Oh, there you go.
You're right. He's got to be a sleeper Green Bay fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bullitts is. Yeah, he was demanding Green Bay. Kept on texting me.
Yeah, the hat looks good. I like it.
Yeah, keeping it 100.
Do like the hat.
We appreciate your patronage so much. Where are you from, Carrie?
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, north side, south side.
Yeah.
But now I'm in East Tennessee, Knoxville.
Do you head out to the Volunteers games at all?
Oh yeah, I've been to a few, and yeah, there's some good players. I definitely hope we land. I hope we land right.
Yeah.
But if we don't, then I'm going with definitely Shane with Van Ness if he's there.
So you were pissed with Ryan Cox.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I thought that was crazy. But I agree with him. If I was the Bears, I would have drafted him there too. So.
Okay, there you go. Well, thank you so
Ryan
much.
Cox, it was Alex H who took him.
No, I'm saying Ryan Cox
Bears,
pick
yeah.
for the Bears. Did you like the Broderick Jones pick?
I like him too. Yes, I'm sorry, my bad. Yes,
Okay,
I like
so you
him.
wouldn't be
He's the
unhappy
beast,
then.
too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Good
love
job,
the
bro.
swag. I love the hat. And we truly appreciate you. I know you came out this way to Connecticut, and I totally
Had
was
some pizza
sick.
there. It was okay.
Hey. We went there the other night with a kid from Rhode Island, my daughter's friend. He was like blown away.
Nice.
Holy cow.
Hey, how do I find out my number? Everyone always says time to,
I'll get it for you. I'll text it to you.
I know you.
Shit in your hat and get the hell.
That's what Shane is going to say. Don't bother me with the numbers now, Shane would say. But we appreciate Carrie Franklin being the GM. So he takes the Clemson defensive end, and that brings us to the Baltimore Ravens. They have to be excited. Keys guy here. The board has fallen. You're playing the part, man. You look like you're in the front office right now of the Ravens.
I don't have a lot of time, Phil. I got to meet with my staff. We got a lot of big decisions to make. So let's get to it, Phil. Okay,
All right,
we're
here
ready.
we go.
We're ready.
With the
is in.
22nd pick. Oh, the pick is With the 22nd pick of the 2023 live TTNL Patron mock draft, the Baltimore Ravens select
the greatest route runner available in college football today, Jason Smith Jigba.
JSN falls to the Ravens. He teams up with Odell Beckham Jr. and Brown down there to give them a devastating wide receiver core. They got no quarterback in camp, but they got themselves some weapons down there in Baltimore. What are your thoughts here? You had to take him. That was your pick.
So, Phil, here's what I was thinking. Actually, I changed this at the last moment when I realized that JSN still hadn't been picked.
Yeah.
Because I was about to go with Hendon Hooker, quarterback.
Oh,
one of the most productive quarterbacks in the history of the SEC. This kid is a tremendous producer of results on the football field. And I was very, very tempted because who knows what's going to happen with the Ravens QB position in the next year or two.
Right? Well, you didn't do that.
I didn't.
Don't brag about that. That would have been a great story to tell. You took JSN.
I did.
And this guy coming off an injury, I know a lot of Bears Nation and misinformed Nation wanted him at 9, and I was completely, as well as Shane and everybody on the network, actually, in unison, saying no way a receiver or JSN at 9. And here, though, I completely get what you're trying to do there.
And Phil, if you can pay $15 million a year for a guy who's recovering from an ACL, why can't you draft a QB at 22 who's coming off an ACL?
Does it give you any pause that he's going to be a 25-year-old rookie?
It does not. Not in this league. When you look at what the age of these quarterbacks are, look at Seattle. Look at their quarterback.
Yeah, I have Hendon Hooker as my number 3 quarterback in this draft. And over, obviously, Will Levis and Richardson. I believe in Hendon Hooker. Even coming off the injury, listen, if you had taken him, we'd be talking about it, but you took a receiver.
I did.
So this is a great pick, though. JSN is my number 5 receiver in this draft. People get upset with that, but that's how I look at it production-wise. What he is, coming off an injury, no, he's really my number 4. Does it really matter where I have him? He's in my top 5 receivers. I think this is the perfect area where somebody would take that kind of football player. I know everybody's all over the place with him, but listen, you got Odell Beckham coming off an injury. You got JSN coming off to the injury. Is there a quarterback there? This is a strange situation in Baltimore, Shane.
It is. Game? You know, I do. I think it fits. If they've obviously, I mean, you go out and get Odell. That's like you said, a tip of the hat to Lamar Jackson. You give him another weapon, get him in there, and see where it goes. End of the day, it's a franchise tag, and I think that realistically, that's what they want to keep him on, because the last 2 Decembers, they've been without Lamar. So I don't think that they want to give him anywhere near what he wants. I mean, he's talking, $200+ million guaranteed. I don't think he's ever going to touch that. And in a business sense, I think Baltimore is ready, willing, and able to give him these 1-year deals and kind of put the pressure on him to stay healthy and produce.
Yeah, I would have went Jordan Addison over JSN, but I get it here. I always keep it 100. I do like the position and the reasoning. And listen, some people have this guy very high. I just don't. Shane, Addison or JSN here?
I would have went JSN.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So there you go. Keys guy. Appreciate you, brother.
Peace,
been
guys.
a patron in the Florida Keys, living it up, drinking his coffee under the sun. I'm so jealous.
Thank you, guys.
First thing he's going to do is delete that background off of his computer once he drops out of the green room.
There he goes. Keys, guys. Who do we have next?
We have this guy.
There he is.
Ben Ricketts. Filling in for Minnesota.
I had no idea. Wow.
That's
Ben
how the NFL
Ricketts.
works, Ben.
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
That's right.
Ben, the board has fallen. JSN just went off the board.
Right.
You got obviously you're paying attention. Very close. I'm gonna delay some time for you if you're not ready.
There's some rumors out there for this pick. It could be the Keys guy I was just talking about in Hendon Hooker to be the quarterback of the future in Minnesota.
Yes.
Yeah. You can buy some time while he recovers.
You got
Kirk Cousins
in front of him. Makes a lot of sense.
There's been a lot of talk about that, but I'm not gonna...
Also, you got an aging safety in Minnesota, and that could be addressed here.
I had a couple of defensive players, but
do you have yours in your head? Are you ready?
I got one.
All right. The pick is in.
Because you said safety, I'm going Brian Branch, safety out of Alabama.
Look at the great producer, Mr. Caden Whitlow.
Back-to-back safety picks in round 1 for Minnesota, I believe, right?
Look at that.
They went seen last year.
Yeah, and now you get one of the great ones. I really like this football player. Shane, you're obviously an Alabama avid guy. What are your thoughts of this pick for the Vikings?
You have Will Anderson, and this guy is clearly next as the best player on defense in Alabama, and it's not particularly close with those two. But this guy brings so much. Everybody got turned off with his 40 time. If you watch him, he doesn't play at 4.5. I think it was 4.58 what he came in at. But he's so versatile. I mean, they can move this guy around as a chess piece. And you see the Notre Dame safety kind of aging out Harrison Smith in Minnesota, and this guy could become the heir apparent, and they're locking down the back end of their defense with Lewis Seen and this guy here with Brian Branch. So that's a hell of an SEC combo to have at your safety positions.
Didn't they get rid of their linebacker as well?
What's that?
Was it Kendricks?
Oh yeah. He went to
the
Chargers. Yep.
Yeah. So they lost their that's a good football player Kendricks was, especially in the pass pro. But this is a great pick. I'm sorry I was leading the witness, but poor Ben got thrown right on stage. He wasn't. I wanted to help him out.
What we do here.
Come on, Omar. So now you get Branch there, and I think that's the perfect baton pass from Harrison Smith to Branch and get those two SEC safeties back there. So
absolutely.
I know Matt Byers probably pissed. I miss the safeties off the board now for the Cowboys. But
Ben, get back in the war room, and you might be picking again. We'll let you know.
Got it. You got it.
Shane, what team is up next here?
That would be the Jacksonville Jaguars with Jeremy.
He's been waiting a long time.
Yeah.
There he is. He's been. This guy.
I'm ready to get it, guys. I've been ready to go this whole time. So
you had dinner. You had your protein shake.
Yeah.
You've been ready all night. Are you ready to pick? Has the board fallen the way you've wanted it?
Well, it gave me a lot of options, and he took Branch, kind of thinned it out for me, made it easier. I know they lost Arden Key to the Titans.
Yeah.
So I was looking at, the guy that shouldn't be here, Bresee, a little bit. But I think I'm going to replace Jawan Taylor and go with DeJuan Jones.
Well, let's do it. With the, what are we at? The 23rd pick? 24th. Thank you. The 24th pick in the live TTNL patron mock draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars take Coach O's number 1 offensive tackle in the draft. Ohio State, right? You say it. What am I doing? Who did
I'm
they
a
take?
Wolverine, man. I can't even say that school. So, you know, you were
Offensive
talking
tackle,
about.
go ahead.
I think you were talking to Muhammad earlier, Elmi, about dotting the I in Columbus.
Yes.
The only one dotting that brown I is my Wolverines now.
DeJuan Jones from Ohio State to the Jaguar. And you're right. You're prepared. You're replacing Jawan Taylor with absolute freak. There's going to be a lot of fun as we open the draft to see where this guy goes. If you're not a patron and you're on the fence, I know Jeremy, who is, could tell you, if you saw Big Steve Edwards and my dad salivating over DeJuan Jones's tape, they came for Paris Johnson. They left talking about DeJuan Jones. And listen, Shane will tell you the questions on DeJuan is he going to eat himself out of the league? One scout put it like this: this guy is a future Hall of Famer.
If he wants to be.
If he wants to be. That's on DeJuan. But
as of right now, they said he's been tanking his NFL draft process.
Yeah, he's like me. It's his feelings. You know, he's probably a little emotional right now.
Yeah.
So, but as far as the Bears, guys, I think we're trading back again. It makes that first round pick a little less risky for Poles. Plus, we get some depth in the second or third. I think it's a no brainer. I think there's a ton of value as we're seeing tonight.
Yeah.
In the 15 to, even the end of the first of the second.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, I haven't talked to Ivan. Are we gonna have? Is your son gonna be?
Well, duty calls, and I do know he's been called this morning. His time. He's 13 hours ahead.
Yep.
But he should be tuning in to see the old man, and then I think he's going to be here for the next couple picks.
All right, perfect.
Perfect. Now, where are you from, Jeremy?
I'm down in Southern Illinois. I'm a coal miner.
Nice.
Youth football coaching legend.
Yes.
I know there. Yes. But Sam, my son,
you sound like Phil. You sound like
no doubt. Hey,
no big deal.
We've done it all.
Legend.
Yeah. So, like I shared with Shane, I coached my son, and he's going to be on in a minute. From the time he was in kindergarten all the way through high school, and it's this football thing, man. And Walter Payton, Phil, changed my life.
Yeah.
It's something. And Walter Payton's not only the best football player, he's the best man that I think that the league's ever seen. So passionate about that, passionate about the game. Love you guys, man. You guys, me and my son both. He's like I said, he's pretty few hours away, but we tune in, we talk about it. You guys keep us connected like no other, and I can't say enough. Thanks.
Well, that means a lot. Where's your son located? Let the audience know.
Well, he's in South Korea. Can't share camp info or anything like that with you.
Right.
But he's there for another 9-10 months, and then maybe be back stateside.
Well, I thank him for his service. If we don't get to see him tonight, I'm just taking precautions.
You'll see him, I'm sure, and he's got a sister. And if I didn't mention her, I'm in her room.
What's
She'd
her
probably
name?
kick my ass. Addison.
Addison.
She's the
what's
cheerleader
up,
of the family.
Oh yeah,
She's the cheerleader of the family.
How old is she?
She's 18.
Oh, so you're
not even going to make a joke, Jeremy, because I respect you way too much, bro.
I'm dealing with an 18.
You guys got younger ones, and I'll tell you, and I don't want to take up these guys' time, but man, these kids, they fly by. I've been a single dad for 10 years.
Man. Oh, wow. Proud of you, man.
No, I wouldn't have it any other way. I've been blessed by a lot. So, and
awesome.
This is family. You guys, man, the patrons, everybody. If I could give more, I'd give 5-10 times more than what I do, but it's money well spent. It's well worth what you guys do.
Well,
a lot of guys see, I don't want to cut you off. You guys see that $7 up there, you patrons. You can put more in there if you want, and
Oh, that means a lot, man, Jeremy.
Yeah,
and
I know some guys are barely making it, Shane. And if we got guys that I need to sponsor, I don't care to sponsor a couple guys if they're having a tough time. So
absolutely, yeah, we got a couple people willing to do that, and we'll set something up maybe this off season after the draft and everything settles down. We'll get you and a couple other of the guys on air, and maybe we'll come up with a list and proceed.
Yeah, and
forward with that,
if you guys want to make up some of these Keith Henderson shirts, man, we'll get these ordered and put some money in that family's bank or whatever we need to do. So.
Perfect.
That's really nice of you, man. And you're the ambassador of what our network is all about, man.
Yep.
And it truly means a lot.
Why it
Thank
was
you
started.
for taking it seriously tonight on the Patron mock, and thank you for going in those coal mines. You said you're a coal miner.
When
I was in Chicago. I took the boys to the Science Museum.
Yeah,
and there's a coal mining exhibition.
I don't have a canary anymore, Phil. I don't have a canary on my shoulder. And shit.
They showed that shit. My sons were like, "This is scary." I go,
no, it's not bad, man. I'm still.
Well, thank you for your
I got black
lung.
Yeah.
Well, God
appreciate
bless
you guys, man.
Gotta get
Great
you back
job, Jeremy.
on. Thank you. Great job tonight, Jeremy.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
God bless. Jeremy. What was his last name, Shane? I didn't even get it.
Anastasi, I think.
Anastasi.
I'm probably saying it wrong, but yeah. Can't screw up this guy's
right
name.
Here.
Yeah.
Anastasi, is that how you say it? Thumbs up? Are we pronouncing it right?
Did he freeze?
He did freeze. No, he can't throw a thumb up if you froze.
Yeah,
here we
screw
go.
up this guy's name, Tyson Henderson.
Tyson Henderson.
What's going on, fellas?
There he is. How you doing?
Sorry to break. I'm doing good. I'm sorry to break you guys' heart, but I'm from the West Coast. Tupac over Biggie. I'm sorry.
Nobody's perfect, bro.
Throwing haymakers coming right in.
He's out there in Cali, sitting in his Packers bar by the looks of it. He's got that Packers yellow on the wall.
I'm in my son's room, so he got the little lime green going.
So how is this draft falling for you, Tyson?
Not good. I expected more defensive tackles to go because I wanted Deonte Banks to fall because the Giants, they just lost Bradbury, so they need a corner. And Dallas, Philly. But as a good GM, you can't be reaching. I can't reach for these second-round cornerbacks. So
he's got a plan. Are you ready? Is the pick ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
So here we go with the what pick again? 25th pick of the 2023 live TTNL Patron mock draft. The New York Football Giants select
tight end, Georgia, Darnell Washington.
Wow, big Darnell Washington. Another curveball in. Oh, man, I get the pick. I really do. Here's a guy that has a lot of polish off the edge to down block, going to create that. This kid is definitely a high ceiling football player. Let's just say it. On one play, he's hurdling over people, snatch grabbing. The next play, he'll have a drop. But one thing that you don't have to worry about is his consistency to block. He's going to give you great effort on the block game. What was your train of thought here?
So, one, the receivers are just horrible, and there's not a lot of good receivers that's going to be this late. So I had to go with the tight end because Waller, if he's not going to be snorting coke, he's going to get hurt. But the best way in that NFC East to compete, they have to run the ball. And so you have to get a blocker. And Waller, he's not blocking anybody anyway.
Exactly.
So, it's an investment in your quarterback who you just invested in, and an investment in your running back that you franchised.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said, if Deonte Banks or even Porter dropped, I mean, those were ahead on my board. But of course, no one takes defensive tackles in these mock drafts. So,
hey, this is the way it's going. I mean,
and Giants. If you look at the Giants roster, they're young. They're young.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of players. They got a lot of ballers. So
they got a great defensive line. That's where they built. I think they could use a middle linebacker.
Definitely.
If you were to go there, I could see my guy Sanders.
I had a guy in the 4th round for him, but I had I had a corner, I had tight end, I had your boy out of UCLA in the 3rd round.
Yeah, we ain't going to the 4th round, Tyson. Fuck
that, bro. Well, great job. How long have you been a patron?
Funny story. So I believe, if I can recollect, but it's Cody Parkey Day. So I was pissed as fuck. So I'm like going on YouTube and, you know, oh yeah, he missed a kick and this and that. So I'm like going on YouTube and I saw you, Phil, and you were going off, and I was like, God, somebody feels my pain finally. And I had to sign up. And I knew he was going to miss it. He was 40 yards in. Anything over 40 yards, he was going to miss. So
yeah,
especially when he made the practice kick. You know, oh my fucking God, he's gonna miss it now, motherfucker. Thanks for reminding me of that shit.
Yeah, fuck out of here, Tyson.
Tupac and fucking Parkey. Two Parkeys.
There we go. All right, bro. Shout out, brother. Take care, man.
Thank you. So it's really great meeting you, man. There he is, Tyson Henderson, picking for the G-Men.
This guy's even dressing up for the part.
Guy. Look at this.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! The Dallas Cowboys.
So Matt, I gotta ask you, these last few picks, I was looking down at you and you're shuffling your papers after a couple of those picks. Did a couple of your guys fall off right before?
No, actually, I had 3 guys lined up that I really liked.
Perfect.
And so none of those guys I was really interested in for the needs that Dallas has.
Yep.
So I was just kind of marking off so I knew who was gone and who wasn't. So if somebody did take one of my guys, I was ready.
Okay. You're prepared. Now, do you feel confident right now? You're ready.
I feel great about this pick.
All right. The pick is in with the 26th pick in the 2023 live patron TTNL mock draft. The Dallas Cowboys select
Jerry Jones and his Cowboys are getting the next road grader for the next 10 years on that interior offensive line. We are going to select Osiris Torrance from Florida.
Wow, Torrance. We had a couple GMs eyeballing him in the 2nd round. My number 1 guard goes to.
He went with the 48 wing night that night. By the looks of him in that jersey.
Yeah, right in that interior, he's holding down some wings there.
I was looking at this guy and I almost went with the tight end to give him their seam guy and Michael Mayer, but there's so many great tight ends in this draft. I figured that Dallas would get a guy in the 2nd or 3rd round that they need to fill that tight end spot. They're really hurting at this guard spot, and this kid can play left or right. So he's going to be a road grader for these guys for a while, I think.
Well, it's a great pick. My number 1 guard going to the Cowboys, as Omar in the chat said, it totally feels like a Dallas type pick. I could see them doing it. Caminator saying, I agree. I wouldn't be surprised here. This guy is a mauler in the old definition of what it is they're doing. So great pick, Matt. Where are you coming from? Let the fans know. All the way in the great
Miles
state.
City, Montana.
Montana. 2 guys tonight. 2 men from Montana tonight.
Yeah. One with a lot of sideburns and one with no sideburns.
Actually, I
Cowboy
just shaved it all off today.
Oh, there you go.
A little bit.
You got the edge up. Just goes edge and way up top.
There's a quick little story about the cowboy hat. It's actually, and my wife can probably hear me, but this is actually my get laid hat, man. I put this
nice.
on strong.
Guess what's happening after this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys. I'm not on as much as I'd like to be, but we've had some family stuff going on this year, and but I love you guys, man. This is the best. This makes my day. Seeing you guys doing these shows. This is the best thing ever.
Well, yeah. Well, we better let you go. You got some business to handle.
Jeepers creepers.
Glad you know.
Yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate all you
Great
guys.
job, Matt. We love you, man. Great job, Matt. Buyer for the Cowboy. Just when I was thinking of Funkster Jones, look at him. He pops right in the chat.
Yeah.
Pops right in the chat. He's
Now we
probably
have our
get
now we
after
have our-
it, Matt. Get after
now-
that woman.
Now we have our guy. We got Jeremy's son, Sam. He doesn't have his video on me. Hopefully he's
he's
listening.
Is he there? All the way in.
There
he is.
What's
Sam.
up, man?
Hey, how's it going, you guys?
Anastasi.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Sorry about that.
We just met your 18-year-old sister.
Oh, really?
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
I mean, I hate to see that because she looks exactly like me. So.
Uh-oh. Don't cause any trouble. Cheerleader. She's probably cheering you on right now.
Oh, I doubt it.
Listen, we appreciate your service.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you guys.
And I appreciate you jumping on. This is a great surprise for us here. We could see you in the
I'm in
background.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Right there in South Korea, serving the country as well as serving TTNL.
Yep.
The helicopters are flying.
I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, it's
you
all
don't
good,
have to. Tell those helicopters to stop.
Yeah. Don't you fuckers know I'm talking to Shane and Phil?
I'm on TTNL right now.
So, do you have your pick, Sam?
Yes.
Oh, he's
I'm
ready.
gonna go-
Hold on.
Okay.
You deserve it. You gotta get the. With the 27th pick in the 2023 live TTNL Patron mock draft, all the way in South Korea, representing the Buffalo Bills, they select
Brian Bresee.
Brian Bresee. Nice
Yes.
fucking pick here.
And I've got an explanation for that.
Go ahead.
Last year in the playoffs, I think they got kind of embarrassed. They gave up like almost 200 rushing yards on their defensive line. So I think that would be a great pick for them. I think it could be a trade down spot for them too. If somebody's trying to sneak into the first round again, I think it'd be a good spot for maybe the Bears to move up, like you guys talked about. Maybe trading 2 of the second rounders to go up.
Looks like a guy.
We have the Jaguars GM on here live. He wants to talk about your shitty pick.
Oh, no.
What do you think, Dad?
I think he's been paying attention. He's been taking note.
Yeah.
He's looking like a D tackle right now. Do some push-ups, Rook.
Bringing family together here on
Yeah.
TTNL
Yeah.
live
Oh,
mock
man.
draft. You got to be
Yeah,
proud
I don't
of
see
him,
that mugging
Dad.
up. Yeah, I don't see that mugging up between my work schedule and his, man. I tell you, and I know there's other guys in this chat that are Army guys and maybe even some in South Korea. Salute to you guys, man. No matter what, I know everybody here knows this. You guys are the heroes.
Got a
for
dude
sure.
right here.
Very good.
Military guy.
Yeah.
Go Army,
you need to
beat
shave,
Navy.
brother.
Yeah.
Go Army, beat Navy. Sorry, Ivan.
After I was out, that was it. No more razor.
Yep.
No,
No doubt.
I've shaved after, but like no, seriously, it was a freeing experience to grow this out for the first time after the Navy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, salute to you guys, man. We wouldn't be here with all the freedoms and all this crap.
That's
we got
absolutely right.
if it wasn't for you. And
With me, I don't get to catch all the lives for you guys, but I watch all the Patreon. I watch all the videos. It gets kind of difficult keeping up with all the news drama and like draft stuff, but like I love the way you guys break down tape, and it's refreshing to be able to have that anytime, especially me being on like opposite hours, the opposite side of the world too. So I really appreciate it, you guys.
Well, when you get back stateside here, Sam, we're gonna do a show with you and your dad.
Exactly.
We're gonna have you guys on.
And I
Down for that.
Chop it up a little bit. And we won't tell your sister what you said about her. We promise.
Sam, I have one question, Sam. How the fuck is your internet better than Ivan's?
I was just about to say it. I tuned in before work to watch a little beforehand, and I'm like, Shane and Ivan, I'm across the damn world, and I get perfect quality.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Hila was home all day. She was on with her mother talking, and of course, as soon as I get home and head down to the studio, it's all fucked up, and I'm like, good Lord, what's going on?
Guys, he's not in South Korea. He's where they filmed the moon landing. He's
right. He's
Area 51. Is that where
no?
you're
He's in Wallingford, Connecticut.
Wallingford, Connecticut.
What?
Yeah. Well, so appreciate the kind words, Sam. Number
Of course.
one, and your dad was getting. I felt a little emotional talking about this network and you, and that's what this is all about. And people like you are the reason, honestly, that make me work as hard as I can to get the truth, or tell Ivan to do something I can't do, or Caden, because it's got to be perfect. And trust me, Shane's face being so red is because he was fired up with the internet, because we want to be the best for people like you.
Spectrum heard a few new words tonight. That's for sure. I think I talked to somebody in South Korea on the helpline that I was talking
to. No, I just got to say, whenever I see like the X's and O's with you and Coach O, it really reminds me of me and my dad, because he was my coach growing up too, all the way from kindergarten to high school. So I think that really resonates with me, and I think that's really special. So I always try and watch those shows, especially.
Well, thank you, man. My dad, I think we'll clip this and let my dad, because nobody appreciates the country and the service to that country more than my dad growing up. I mean, he taught me as a kid, like, you fucking take that fucking hat off. Like, when the national anthem comes on, take that fucking hat off, stand up, put your hand. This, you know how many people have given their lives for this country?
That sounds familiar, Sam, right?
Yeah.
That sounds a little familiar. Yeah.
I learned at a young age and and then just, what it is to serve your country. There's some sort of bias with people because of and I don't want to get on a whole political thing, but just saying thank you for what you do, and can't tell us that you do all of that. So,
well, I appreciate.
Tell you what he's been doing. He's been eating donuts out of the commissary.
I'm on vacation over here.
Do you have anyone to shout out, Sam, while you're here on the net?
Just the family. Just Pops over here. He's the one who really got me into football, and he's the one who really keeps it home with me, and I'm glad it's stuck, and it's pretty much a family tradition at this point. So shout out to him and
you'll
the
be
sister.
back. Hopefully you'll be back in Chicago next year. Will he be back?
Absolutely.
Stateside? So
We'll
make sure that you guys are at the TTNL party.
No doubt.
Planning. So, okay.
Absolutely.
Get you some swag and all that shit. But God bless you both. Thank you for your service. Thanks for jumping on. It was a surprise to me. So I thank Shane for keeping it a surprise. I know he had mentioned something, but I'm so crazy cutting tape. Me and Ivan are like, all I've been doing is cutting tape.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
And real quick, Jeremy said that Sam's spot was sponsored, and it's sponsored by Krispy Kreme donuts.
Poor Sam.
We pat him on the back, but we bust those balls too.
Yeah,
Trust me. It's all
it's right in on this network.
All right, you guys are great. Thanks so much.
Great.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
God bless. Be safe. That's Sam and Jeremy, his dad, Anastasi.
All right,
Our
so
production here.
we got to get to a little bit of football, and we have some breaking news here.
Yes.
Right before our next. Right
That's
before our
some
next
breaking
pick.
news.
Yes, we do.
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
The Cincinnati Bengals GM.
Oh,
is
wow.
now on the clock.
Wow.
Hi. It's nice to meet all of you. I'm the Bengals nerd. I've been a longtime fan. So, Shane reached out, asked if I wouldn't mind doing this. And, I'm all about the analytics side of the Bengals franchise, which, if you're unaware, is shit. So they've been shit. It's been terrible.
Bengals nerd assassin right there. It says it right in his name.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, absolutely.
We appreciate you jumping on here. Our own.
Well, it's hard. I've been staring at my Joe Burrow poster that's hung above my bed.
Can we get
all
that?
day.
It's hard clipped real quick, Ivan. We're gonna need that for a future show.
Whoa. You're picking for the Bengals. I'm surprised. Shane told me there was going to be a surprise at the Bengals, and there's so many people I honestly didn't even know or see you in the back room. So this worked out perfectly.
Perfect.
Are you liking how the board fell?
Yeah, the way that you look at what the Bengals would probably look to do, you're kind of in this range where two players made probably the most amount of sense. One of them was the tight end from Notre Dame, which, isn't going to be the pick here, but you're looking at adding weapons and trying to do things to help keep pace in the AFC. So overall, yeah, it was really nice to see how it's gone so far.
Well, let's pick the pick.
The pick in.
Okay, let me have 36.
With the
was that a trade down? Angelo wants 36.
He wanted 36. With the what number are we at? 28.
28.
28th
pick of the 2023 TTNL Live Patron Mock Draft. The Bengals select
Jahmyr Gibbs, running back from Alabama.
Love
Jahmyr Gibbs. This guy does his homework and shit.
Add him in there with Burrow and Jamar Chase. God damn.
With this
and it gets you out of the Mixon.
Mixon. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead. Speak on it. I'm sorry.
No, Mixon has been a huge disappointment really since he signed the extension. He just hasn't been the home run hitter. When you looked at doesn't face a lot of 8 men in the box when he's got Burrow throwing to Higgins and Chase all the time. So you really want that home run hitter. Gibbs is really good in the pass game, or I think really will be very good in the pass game in the pros. He's a true 3-down back. So it just, this is an offensive league. So you give him those weapons with Boyd, Chase, and Higgins, and it feels just like, Cincinnati is ready to go score tons of points there. And Logan, get off my screen. When you're at this pick, you're drafting a running back 28th overall.
Logan wanted to know if you wanted to trade Burrow for Mitch straight up.
I nearly drafted Hooker here because I know there's a lot of question marks about this Burrow character who couldn't start for so many years at Ohio State. If only he had one shitty year at UNC, I think I would have been more sold on him. So,
well, it's a great pick. We appreciate you jumping on, surprising us here.
Yeah, and real quick programming update. Now that we got my guy here, we are Cars Keys. The day of the draft was going to start at 11:30. We got to push it back to a 12:30 start time, right, Cars?
That's correct. Yeah, work unfortunately doesn't take a blocked schedule and says, no, that's the 1 hour I need. So my apologies.
We will push it back an hour, but we will still be live 12:30 p.m. East Thursday before the draft to get you guys all ready with some Cars analytics. And I'm sure Phil is going to DVR that show and Watch it 3 or 4 times while he's at work, Cars.
Wait till he sees how we start copying formulas in Excel sheets. I mean, it's really going to be the bee's knees for everybody.
Well, it's going to be a fun show live here all week long on our YouTube. Tomorrow we'll be live with the fight night. Shane and I facing off. Wednesday night, it's Kramer, Eric Kramer. Cars who? Kramer. Eric, his idol. I want to be the GM of the Bears and let you know. Then Cars, Keys on Thursday, 12:30 p.m. East, correct? East.
Correct. 11:30 Central. Yep.
There you go. 12:30 East, 11:30. And then our live drafts coverage begins Thursday night. So it's going to be a fun week. And we're kicking off tonight in the live patron mock draft. Thank you, Cars.
Later.
Appreciate you. God bless you. Great pick.
Thank you. Of course. I'm the man. Of course it's amazing.
What'd you think of Ryan Cox pick at number 9?
I mean, I wouldn't flush that down a garbage disposal.
Yeah,
right, if
some
I
people
could,
would.
But you know, I guess overall we'll take it.
There you go.
Later, guys.
Cars
Later,
has
brother.
spoken. The Lord. Thank you. Who is up next, Shane?
Well, he's getting his booster seat ready so we can see him on the screen here.
Model.
Also known as
Mickey Loomis, also known as Chris Gonzalez.
Yes.
Look at you.
How is this board going for you, Chris? Talk about it.
Honestly, Shane, I got really lucky with some guys that fell to me, so I'm excited for my pick here.
Perfect.
He's excited.
The pick is in.
The pick is in here with the 29th pick, correct? In the 2023 live TTNL patron mock draft, the New Orleans Saints select.
We select Kancey. Calijah Kancey.
Calijah Kancey's my boy is off the board.
2 little guys drafting a little guy. Talk about it, you two.
Calijah Kancey, one of my favorite players in the draft. The 3 technique. I could have been happy with him at 9. Yes, I said that. We'll be talking about that all week long. Some people can't. But Kancey is a penetrator, a defensive menace with his hands and power at the point of attack. And this makes a lot of sense for what they do.
New Orleans, 100%. Yeah, totally.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, we need defensive tackle, defensive end, and I was surprised that Calijah fell to me at this spot of the draft. And I had to go with him. I mean, we have to protect either Derek Carr or Winston, but I'm not really happy about my quarterback selection, but I'm happy with the disruptor up the middle on my defensive line. And he can par up with Cameron Jordan. So I'm happy with this.
Disruptor up the middle. That's what Matt Byer's probably doing right now.
Exactly. I can go on. We'll obviously be talking about it all week long, but Kancey is a stud and obviously gets overlooked a lot because of his size and weight. But at 281 and that kind of explosive power and ability to penetrate, like when you're playing a 3 technique, you have to penetrate and go after it and have a high motor. Rod Marinelli talked about it. This kid is exactly what it is that you're looking for. So Eberflus, despite whatever smoke is in the air, I know he is really in love with Kancey. So will he get his way? I don't know. But it's a great pick here at the end of the first round. Thank you,
So, real quick before we let him go.
Yeah.
Ryan Cox just sharing some news. Albert Breer doing a live stream was just asked. He said if he was doing a mock draft right now with everything that he is hearing for the Chicago Bears, he would mock Paris Johnson Jr. to the Chicago Bears? And if he is gone, any guesses? Offensive lineman Peter Skoronski.
Oh my goodness. Thank God Albert Breer ain't right now.
He's as locked in as they come.
Yep, Skoronski tape ready, Chris Harold. I've been waiting for some more of it.
Yeah.
But Chris, great job. Appreciate your patronage. You're in Arizona now, protecting the border, right?
I'm in San Diego, but that's close.
San Diego. Phil sucks at geography, Chris.
Hey.
Last I heard, he was in Arizona. San Diego.
Originally, I wanted Arizona because there's no state tax in Arizona, and living in Southern California sucks. But we have to do what we got to do.
It's closer to good baseball, so you have that. But anyway.
No, but Phil Shane, ordinarily I'd be working tonight, but I took leave this week, so I'm happy that on my off day I can join you guys on your draft because I was here for your first one, so I was happy that I was able to make your
smart man
one,
taking
right?
leave during the draft week. That's always good business.
I'll be at the White Sox game on Thursday, so during the draft I'll be glued to my phone for sure.
Oh, that's an L. That's a major L, but
that's a major L.
Hey, I'm just excited to see Dylan Cease on the mound on Thursday. But
all right, man. Yeah, it's nice talking to you. Nobody cares, but take care, brother. See you, Chris. Love you, man.
All right, Chris.
You, love you.
Love you, man. Chris Gonzalez picking.
All right.
Calijah Kancey.
So we are.
Breer. Don't even put those words in your fucking mouth, Breer. Jesus.
Adam is back. And while he was gone, Jalen Carter has been arrested. So are you going defensive tackle again, Adam?
No, the pick is in.
All right. The pick is in here with the 30th pick in the live 2023 Patron TTNL mock draft. The Philadelphia Eagles with their second pick in the first round select
Minnesota Golden Gopher John Michael Schmitz.
He called his shot earlier, was taunting the other GMs. Here he does. He gets the center from Minnesota. Tremendous. Older prospect, but really showcases a lot of talent. We broke him down yesterday on TTNL Patronage with Big Steve Edwards and my dad. They all loved the center as well as Big Olu from Michigan. But you take him here. It's a great pick. Obviously, you got Kelsey long in the tooth, and you're preparing to replace him here, correct?
I was surprised that he actually didn't retire after this season.
Me too.
Long in the tooth, and maybe this is last year, but I think you got to draft insurance and have a competent guy as your backup starting center. Not that the Eagles don't have some other guys that could play, but no brainer. Even though he's 24, you get a 5th-year option on him, right? Sneak him right in the first round. And since Jahmyr Gibbs went off the board, because that would have been the pick for another weapon for their young quarterback, I had to go with the center.
Well, good.
That's the way Philly does it.
That's how they do it. You get probably the best center in the draft. He's my number one center here at the end of the first round, and the rich get richer in Philadelphia. I appreciate you, Adam. Truly do. I know how much you support this network, and it means a lot to us, man.
Absolutely, man. I love the network. Been a patron since 2020, I think, and heard Phil going on an absolute bender of a rant during one of the film reviews, and my son goes, "Who the hell is screaming about this this play?" And I said, "That is the network, man." And I love it. And not that I don't just tune in for Phil's meltdowns, but tape analysis is where it's at. And I was a college football player myself, and I like the X's and O's. It's great. Network's family. I always enjoy either just listening to the show and when I get a chance from work, or showing up to the Lions game, which was a lot of fun too at the tailgate. So I'd recommend if you guys can get out the next tailgate, come to it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna announce that when the schedule releases.
Should be soon, yeah.
It should be soon. It might be this week. Usually they do it like leading up to the draft.
Yeah.
But
October 23rd, 2020, Adam. That was the date.
Okay.
That was the
There
day
you
you
go.
signed up.
Pretty
So that was
good.
almost from jump. Yep.
that's a
Pretty
rant
close.
going down right there. Let me tell you. Sure, I'll have a bunch more rants, even draft
Absolutely.
night, if this dude Albert Breer is correct. But thank you, brother. Appreciate you tonight. We're gonna wrap it up here. Our last guy, right here, Omar. Where are you from, Omar?
I'm from Woodridge, right next to Naperville, Chicago suburbs.
So how much did you hate
Nice.
that pick that just went off the board, Omar?
Oh, I hated the last two picks so much.
Welcome to the NFL draft.
We don't exactly need a center. We just grabbed one like 2 years ago. I think we have Humphrey.
Yeah, Creed Humphrey, Phil's
Yeah,
guy.
my guy Creed.
Yeah, and there's
Creed.
still a couple good players left on the board. I mean, just some names. There's Michael Mayer, Jordan Addison, Harrison from Oklahoma.
You
There's
saw
still Mozzie Smith.
You saw Patrick Mahomes specifically called Zay Flowers and Quentin Johnson to come to a private workout out in Arizona. Did you see that?
Yeah, and I was really looking forward to, Zay falling.
Yeah.
It didn't really happen.
No, didn't really happen at all since he went number 11.
But we have three big needs. We got tackle, we got wide receiver, we got defensive back. And my pick, or actually not defensive back.
Are you
edge
ready?
rusher.
Are you ready?
And my pick
you
is ready.
Okay. Here it is, the final pick of the evening. I know Shane's going to be sad to see the end of the show here.
Crushed, yeah.
The
Couldn't believe. You guys don't want to go all 7 rounds?
31st pick of the live Patron mock draft 2023. The Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs select
Will McDonald,
Ooh.
Iowa State.
Will McDonald.
Turn him loose.
Perfect fit. Opposite side of my guy from Purdue, the Greek. You take Will McDonald, put him opposite side of Karlaftis, and you got a real nice front. I love this pick, Omar. You had the course correct, and you get a pass rusher. Listen, I always go back to the Holy Trinity: quarterback, pass rusher, offensive tackle. That's how it should be. You did a great job here breaking this down. How long have you been a patron?
A couple years since the Walrus.
The Wall.
You loved that song.
Yeah.
Lena was
I just
gone
remember-
song.
September
It's on your
14th,
iPad.
2021. He
Look
came
at
in.
that. Came
I just
in.
remember when we lost that game to the Titans with Nick Foles throwing the ball, and I was ready to tear my hair out.
Yeah.
And when Phil came on and had that rant, I was like, yes, I agree.
These are my
Keep going.
people.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
This story
Love it.
is so great. We love it. I love to know how they found us, and this, as much as technology and social media kind of sucks. And I'm starting to get worried because every time I'm on Instagram now, there's a new AI chat GB.
Oh, yeah.
There's something going. It's like, are we not paying attention to these sci-fi movies where these robots start taking over on us? But it's all happening now. But without some of this, like this show wouldn't exist. And I wouldn't have met some amazing people like yourself, Omar. And I truly appreciate your support. And trust me, I'm never going to give up rant on my passion for the Bears and what it is I believe they should and shouldn't do. But
Yeah,
you
please-
did a
please
great
don't.
job.
And when you guys
did
coming to Chicago?
Once the
Yeah,
schedule comes out, we're going to huddle up and get it together with our guy, Jim Larison, and Shane, who will finally make finally made. He's had 3 of these.
2 of those, right?
Oh, 3. The first time you were gonna come to the Giants game.
Oh, right.
Remember?
Yeah,
So-
not good luck. That's for sure.
Not good luck. So now we're gonna get you out there. Everyone smash the like button. This was a tough thing to do. Let's bring all these guys out, bring them out, keep Omar here as we wrap up and put a bouquet on this show. The great Ron G doing the backgrounds. He's probably watching somewhere. You can put your phone up technology-wise, hit that, what is that called? The QR code?
Yep.
And it can bring you to all our social medias if you're just finding us on YouTube tonight with this live fan patron mock draft. And Omar left. Oh, I was gonna give
Omar
him
dropped out.
Omar
Sick.
dropped out. He had Shane's internet.
Yeah, no, mine's been holding on pretty good.
Oh, it's been great. You owe them an apology.
Fuck
South
that.
Koreans fixed it for you. The great producer Caden Whitlow, thank you.
Yeah.
We're coming up with the graphics. You and Ivan doing the pick is in. We're gonna get
Omar's
you.
phone died right on time, he said.
Oh, Omar's phone died. Son of a. But you guys, everyone, it takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a family to do this show. And I thank you, Ivan, Ron G, and Caden, and Cool Kennedy, obviously planning as the weeks go. All of you guys to do these little things to make it a hell of a lot more fun. And someone asked me, how's your podcast doing? I go, I have no fucking clue. It's a TV show. It's more video. Then they said, well, Bratcher hasn't put up the podcast in fucking 6 weeks. I go, he's off that job.
There's an Apple issue. Yeah.
Okay. I go, Ivan better put it up from now on. But yes, these are more focused on the visual end of it, and people love to listen to it as well, and that's great. But obviously, we got to know a lot of people. Thank you, Ben Ricketts, for staying with us all night. Not
My
that
pleasure.
you wouldn't be in the chat fighting with Rico or Rocco.
I learned my lesson the first time, right, Bullitts?
But you were here all night getting ready. So let's just run it down real quick. Then we're going to wrap up because we're going to be on live tomorrow again. Bryce Young went first. CJ Stroud, Will Anderson, Anthony Richardson to the Colts. Tyree Wilson to the Seahawks. Darnell Wright was the first surprise at 6 to the Lions. Gonzalez, the corner. Christian Gonzalez to the Raiders. Bijan Robinson, another surprise to the Falcons. Then the Bears select offensive tackle, the big athlete, Broderick Jones out of Georgia. Then the other kid from Georgia goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Carter. Then another surprise, Zay Flowers going to the Titans at 11. 12 was Lucas Van Ness to the Texans. 13, the Packers take the big tight end, Ben, from Utah, Dalton Kincaid. Utah. Then Coach O's pissed at Jose Torres taking Peter Skoronski, but word is the Bears are eyeing Paris Johnson Jr. goes. So if the board falls this way, the draft, then obviously the Bears would take Paris, according to Albert Breer. But Paris goes to Aaron Rodgers, New York Jets. 17, Pittsburgh, Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois, the corner. Detroit then comes back and takes another corner, Deonte Banks. 19, it's Will Levis. 20, Nolan Smith, the undersized edge football player, goes to the Seahawks, where I think he'd be a fit there. 21 is Miles Murphy, small hands Murphy. 22, Jackson Smith and Jigba, JSN, goes to the Ravens. Branch, the safety from Alabama, is getting the baton pass from Harrison. That would be a great pick by the Vikings. 24, the Jags come back and get Coach O and Big Steve's favorite tackle in the draft.
Yep.
DeJuan Jones out of Ohio State. 25 kind of shocks you with Darnell Washington over Mayer, Shane. Number 20.
I wouldn't have done that. But
you would take Mayer if it was a
if
tight
I'm
end.
going tight end, I would have went Mayer over Washington.
Me
myself.
too.
Yep.
26, the Cowboys take Osiris Torrance. I get this pick. It seems like a Cowboy. Then Brian Bresee. Was there more of a Buffalo Bill player than Bresee? This seems like it might pick. If you're a betting person on the NFL draft, that might be a great pick right there. That fit. I see that. 28, Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back the Bengals. Then my guy, 29, Calijah Kancey, the 3-tech out of Pitt. The center goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, John Michael Schmitz of Minnesota. And then they finish it off, Big Omar, whose phone died, Will McDonald, the slender edge rusher, high motor athlete from Iowa State, goes to the Chiefs. We've done it all, guys. We've said it all. We've done it all. What a great exercise here at TTNL. We will be back tomorrow. Just want to thank all of you patrons. There was a couple special moments tonight. Obviously, father and son. Really, I'll never forget the show because of those two. So just tip my hat to the Anastasis and the 18-year-old daughter, who I forgot her name. I'm sorry. Do you remember her name, Ivan? I mean, it's not just me.
There was no name said.
Yeah.
There was just-
Caden blanked out when he heard 18. So he was like, all right. Dude was over there licking the bricks out of his dorm room.
Great stuff from you patrons. Smash the like button, subscribe, become a patron, thetapeneverlies.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow where Shane and myself are going to face off and do our selections. We are going to draft a 22-man roster. It's
Give me some fucking names. Give this kid 2 fucking games. Give me some fucking names.
My team versus Shane's team. We're going to give you tons of names tomorrow night live here on TTNL. For Shane Marsaw, the super producer Ivan Vargas, and Caden Whitlow, and our guy Ben Ricketts, the all-nighter. I'm your guy, Draft Dr. Phil. We'll see you next time on TTNL.